Moments ago, went through their usual pregame ritual, although there's nothing usual about a Game 7.
What time is it? Game time!
And welcome to Game 7, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Another Sunday, Game 7 podcast. You know what it is. September 13th. Just start this off. This is what is it? The 24th anniversary of Pac's passing. So rest in peace, Tupac. Definitely miss and need. What happened to those guys, man? What happened to the Nas's and the Tupacs and the prophets? Dudes was like 20 years old talking about Africa and the motherland and revolution and everything in the music. Now look what we got. Anyway, 24 years ago, Pac's passing. One of the greatest, still relevant today. What up, Mike? Fuck, get your shit together, bro. Santana, get your shit together. You feel me? I'm like, hey, you're. Who else in here? Chime in. What's up? Let's talk about sending anyway. Starting this off a little slow, man. It's just me, as you can see today. Santana over there doing meteorological assessments. Anyway, yeah, Pac passed 24 years ago. It's wild how time flies, man. But what's even wilder is how last week on the Wakanda Forever podcast, I mentioned Kobe, Chadwick, Nipsey, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And representation. Pac was one of the biggest representations of us, even now, even to this day. Pac was never a thug. Pac was never a gangster. Most people are misconstrued and don't really know what. Jay, get out of here. Don't nobody even text about it. Don't send no topics, no links through the week. Ain't no conversation. 2 minutes before or after they want to talk about, you don't want me to be joining. I need topics. We need to talk. But yeah, so chime in. I was talking about representation last week, right? So one of the things that I touched on outside of just representation and being misunderstood, Pac always talked about how, or he was actually the prime example too of how you can go from being chill to being rebellious because your voice and your actions and that nice guy shit just ain't getting your point across. You know what I'm saying? Julian, what up? Y'all chime in anytime. I mean, I can send a link or whatever. But yeah, Pac was one of them people. Chadwick took specific roles. I think Pac took specific roles, did specific things, talked about specific topics and everything like that. And one of the things that I mean, wildest shit ever, right? So we touched on Kobe being a superhero and how hard it was to believe that Kobe was gone. Pac was way ahead of his time. Way ahead of his time. But the wild part is 24 years later, admittedly, the same way we kept wanting or thinking Kobe was going to walk out of that helicopter crash, we spent years thinking Pac was going to rise again like Jesus. Years analyzing, talking about theories and him faking his death. We really expected Pac, as smart as he was, you goddamn right. Make butts real again. You dig? We expected Pac to come back like Jesus. And we need him. That energy, that shit that he was talking, preaching, just everything he was about. We needed that. We need that today. Where are those guys? Prime example of I'm done asking you. Now I'm up. Act. Same issues, bro. It's wild. It's wild. It's the same shit going on today. The same shit that he was talking about back then, white man's world, all that blasphemy, Hail Mary, everything that he was talking about, it's still going on today. Yep. Prime example of I'm done asking you. And ironically so, on his death anniversary, I see a video circulating, a news thing circulating of 2 LA cops getting shot. Sitting in the vehicle, minding their business or whatever. I mean, if we keep it a buck, we don't know what was going on. Guy walks up, lights the car up, just shoots. Saw a lot of people outraged. I know a lot of Blue Lives Matter people, white people, all that. They probably pissed. I mean, let's keep it a buck. None of us agree with it. None of us like it. But as the saying goes, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. This is the result of motherfuckers being fed up. We've witnessed black men, kids, women slaughtered in their own homes, sleep on their own property, in their own cars, with their families, pulled out, in jail cells, hung, supposedly, and we just supposed to eat it. And the rebuttal to that is always, what did they do? Oh, it's got to be more than that. I need to see the whole video, so on and so forth. Point is, an innocent life is an innocent life, right? You want to be outraged for the police. And I know some people out there saying, where's all the Black Lives Matter for this? Or tying it to Black Lives Matter, because that's what they do. But the fact of the matter is, that's what we see every day. That's what we see every day. That's the feeling we see every day. Pac predicted it. It's the wildest shit ever. Again, you don't condone any of it. It's the same thing we say about black on black crime or you know, the thug shit and the shit that we not about. We would be outraged if you would let us be outraged. We would agree with you if you would let us agree with you. But y'all so quick to tie shit together or downplay it. We can't. They're not one and the same. That guy that shot them police is not Black Lives Matter. That's not even what it stands for. And I'm never talking about the company or the organization. I'm talking about the movement. He doesn't represent that. He does represent what's to come. NFL kicks off today. I don't see Kaepernick nowhere. I seen him in a commercial. I see a lot of talk of Kaepernick. But standing, sitting in locker rooms, arms linked, still getting booed. There's no right way to protest if you just racist. There's nothing you can do to get the point across if you just want to see us die or think we are inferior. It's sick because you look at black athletes as though you own them. Slave mentality still. You look at the game as though we're supposed to, or they're supposed to play for you. Shut up, play. Don't bring politics in it. But you brought politics in it with the anthem. You did that. You do that. I saw a post that said, and it was like a soldier, and a soldier was bleeding, and it said, "This is why we stand for the flag. Great. Great. Soldier shot, you honor him, you stand, salute, whatever, for the flag, because that's how you feel. All right, well, we see our people, innocent in the whole nine, who are also soldiers, killed every day. That anthem ain't protecting them. That flag ain't protecting them. America don't feel sorry for them. Not changing legislation. They're not training police. They're not even reprimanding or hitting them on the wrist or anything. So we kneel. I'm asking, what's the difference? If you choose a reason to stand or honor some shit, and we choose a reason not to stand, to protest some shit, we're doing the same shit. You just don't like it. You don't own it. You don't own the flag. You don't own the anthem. You don't own America. You definitely don't own us. The double standard and the bullshit is why there's so much divide. Who the fuck do they think they are? NFL kicks off. It's all kind of, I seen all kind of commercials, and now it's Black Lives Matter and everything like that. And I'm happy. I understand it comes back. I'm never mad at any positivity or energy put in that direction. I'm never. Everybody does it in their own time and their own way. I get it. But a lot of us feel like too little, too late. And it's disingenuous, or whatever that word is. Shit weak though. I mean, it is what it is though. Yeah, we all saw it growing up. Devin, what up? Julian, I already said what up, but what up, man? Jay, I this link. I send you this link, man. Let me know when y'all ready. But yeah, man, anniversary of Pac, man. You expect Pac to come back. We really expected Pac to walk on water like Jesus, to reappear and outsmart them all and everything like that, man. 7 years later, 7-year theory. It is trendy, Mike. Santana, it's for the money, man. But listen, that proves my point. And I've always said this, and y'all heard me on here. That proves my point. They're willing to get in line for their money and their paychecks if you make them. I believe the same with America. I believe if you force their hand, they're going to come to the table. Truly. I think as long as you continue to play the game and go on, monkey see, monkey do, all fall in line, do your job, which is what the NFL did initially when the Kaepernick situation took place. That man was the only one really standing for something, that he was hung for it. Here it is, some 6 years later or whatever, it's talk of this, that, and the third, man, and everybody want to link arms and make commercials and everything like that. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't know what that man got paid in that settlement, but yeah, I just would not ever come back to the NFL if I was him. I wouldn't do shit with the NFL going forward. I would take my place in history. Fuck them. It's all trendy. It's all trendy. It's all for the money. It's all for that bubble. And the wild part about it is these motherfuckers want to get mad and be all in the comments of all the sports pages and social media and boycotts coming. It's like, we don't give a fuck. But why do you think we should care about your boycott if you don't give a fuck about ours? That's that privilege shit. That's the shit to thinking you better than somebody. Oh, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. It's all trendy. It's all for the money. It's all for the money. It's trendy. Remember niggas wearing rompers? Santana had a romper. I swear he had one. Santana had a romper? Yeah, that's the trend. That's the trend. That's that 2020 trend, bro. Niggas was wearing rompers. Anyway, so the NBA protest peacefully. People still mad. NFL protested peacefully. People still mad. White people. I feel like I don't know. Anyway, Jay said he don't want you to have that romper or whatever, but Anyway, off of that, man. Off of that, 9/11 just passed. Never forget. He said, relax. Never forget. How many of y'all still believe 9/11 was a terrorist attack? I don't know. Chime in the comments. I don't know. 9/11 passes every year that passes. Yeah. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, country music singer dude stepped out just like Bubba Wallace at NASCAR. Chris Stapleton said Black Lives Matter. They boycotted the shit out of him. White dude, country music star, boycotted him. I'm telling you because I'm seeing the trend here. I'm not gonna stay on this long. I'm just it all tying together, I guess. I named this podcast All Eyes on Me. Look like demolition. It does. It does. That's that patriotism shit, bro. That's that patriotism shit. The more the years pass and the more you start to see the shit, even when you saw it, and you know, we knew what it was. We knew what it was. It's wild. It's wild when you really think about it, man. I saw this story this weekend. Dude went cave diving or whatever with his family. Didn't make it out. I know it's an old story, but boy, didn't make it out. They tried everything in they power to say that boy ended up closing the fucking cave off and making it a tomb site for the boy. Tomb, whatever. Jay, ready to come in, man. I'll send you this link. Still in here. Julian, what up, bro? Yeah, the government definitely knocked them bills down. Only thing that could happen. Because you had to plan that shit. You had to plan it. You had to execute. You had to. There's no way that happened the way they say it happened. But yeah, they boycotted Chris Stapleton. I was watching in the same token. Everybody's saying Joker right now, right? Joker, Arthur Fleck, the new one, Joaquin Phoenix. So I'm watching it, and it takes you through the evolution of Arthur Fleck turning into the Joker, right? Still on his Pac shit. And you watch all the things that go on in the world in his life that get him to the point where he's the Joker. That's black. That's black people in America. That is the transition. I can only ignore so much. I can only do this job for so long. I can only entertain these kids through my own pain. I can only take care of my mother, my family. I can only love this girl. I can only befriend you, and all the rest of this shit so long, and get so little back before I start to shoot back. That's where we are in America. That's the shit that I don't think, and the movie was praised. Let's keep it a buck. America understands what evolution and a revolution looks like. America absolutely understands what letting a caged animal out of the cage looks like, or not feeding them. The Joker movie was absolutely, to me, the same thing Pac was talking about, and the same metaphor that America, for America, the black people are. Like, it's just, that's the evolution. Like, I don't know how long you think I'm gonna sit back and medicate myself or talk to people and vent, and this therapist ain't working and these jokes ain't working and so on and so forth. Like, none of this shit is working. I'm trying to explain to you my pain and my situation. You're not listening. Fuck it. That movie was absolutely, to me, a great representation of black people in America. Yeah, man. Co-host is over there smoking cigars and watching football. How was your podcast, Tab? How was it? That being said, Osaka won. Congratulations to her. I seen white people. This is a trend, right? So white people, I don't know what you would call them. I guess um, historians and all of that. They keep digging up pharaohs and rewriting history. I seen them recreate the pharaoh Ramesses the second or whatever recently. They made him into a whole white man. We've seen this before with a few other people in history, including Jesus. Um, I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Again, Jason asked all the time, man. He said, he used to ask all the time. He say, why they hate us so much? And you don't have an answer, but they rewrite history like it's nothing. It's like they want to. I know they do. It's like they want to write us out of history. They want to stop us from being great. They want to downplay the greatness and stuff like that, and then had this superiority complex. But yeah, I seen the Pharaoh. Y'all can look it up. Y'all can Google it. They just keep they whiting out history. Which part, Julian? Which part? Which part do you understand? Anyway, we're gonna move on. Jay, come on here. Let's talk about let's talk about this baby mom situation, man, with Chris Brown and the rest of these guys, man. Um, yeah, Julian, I've been saying still nigga a lot this week from the Jay-Z song. It's like everything that goes on, the athletic shit, the NASCAR shit and everything else. I already did, bro. I just keep saying still nigga. Like it's embedded in my head. That may go down, that Jay-Z joint, Story of OJ or whatever, may go down in history as one of the dopest and most relevant songs ever, man. Still nigga. That's why I'm so proud of Osaka, man. It's wild because she is repping Japan and socially conscious enough to go out here repping Kobe, Breonna Taylor, Philando Castile, Trayvon Martin, so on and so forth. She's conscious enough to know her platform and young. I'm always happy when people that don't have to do shit do it. And I always, you know what I mean, I see the white people on my timeline. If you still there, you 100, because I delete you as soon as you even give me a hint of that Trump or that racist energy or that Blue Lives Matter shit, I delete the fuck out of you. So if you still on my timeline at this point, applaud you. Cause we living in a time where most people just don't want to say shit. I know black people that don't say shit, partying and bullshitting still. Going on talking about the dumbest shit ever, shit that ain't relevant. They got no soul, no nothing, ignoring it. I see it all the time. Yeah, this is my hat. Yeah. Nah, bro. Delete. And Jay, the link is in your email, bro. It's been in there. Sean, you know you welcome to come on here anytime too, bro. I know you be having a lot to say. You ever just send me your email, send an invite, talk your shit, man. Yes, Julian, I did. I actually watched you. It reminded me of that movie, The Banker, man. The Banker with Samuel L. Jackson and Anthony Mackie. They put them boys in jail, man. It was back when black men, black people couldn't even walk in a bank, and they just outsmarted them and bought up hella property, banks, and they sent them boys to jail just for that, bro. You know, that's just it's too many movies and too many situations out there where you understand that your color was just enough for you to go to jail. Forget being smart, forget all that. The way Tyler Perry doing shit, the way the way Master P has been doing it, even Jay-Z, it's a lot of people out there, man, that you gotta tip your hat to and take your hat off to, because they got the right idea. The more I hear stories about, the Puffies and stuff like that, and the things that they did or do over time to help people, the better I feel about that situation. I know it's not nearly enough. It's on Apple TV, and Apple TV is actually giving away a free year subscription right now if you sign up. Um, Apple TV has a bunch of dope shit on there. But yeah, I watched The Banker, Anthony Mackie, Samuel L. Jackson, Nia Long. I think it's Nia Long. Right, Jay. That's what I was touching on last week. It's wild because you have to sit back here and you got to watch people. I'm glad you said that, man, because in these comments, right? So LeBron get to talking, and these athletes get to talking, and these little racist motherfuckers in the comments get to talk, oh, with all my privilege, and let me talk from my rich side or whatever. Bro, you know what it took for them to get there? They act as though 98% of 99.9% of the success stories and the athletes out there don't come from single mother homes, from dirt, from, the mud, poverty, shooting their way out of. They act as though that's like any reason to discredit what you're saying, or show their little racist side. Like, you're not supposed to speak on it because you have money, or, oh, let me say that behind my man. They kill any of our leaders. We watch it all the time. Anything good that you do, and I've been having this conversation even with me, right, on a smaller level. I can give this platform, and I can, get online, and I can, stay out of jail and preach this positivity and stuff. It only takes these haters, or really sometimes the people closest to you, to start throwing dirt on your name, for people to start building that momentum to discredit you. That's why I always say it's wild to me that the people, especially like in my life, right? So there's no reason for you ever to downplay my name, especially if you know I'll be the first one to give you the shirt off my back. You don't have to like and agree with everything that I do, same as I do, but watching people really literally throw dirt on your name, or discredit you, or talk down to you, or be that negative force in your life, is the wildest shit ever to me. As if you don't already deal with that in the world. These white people will bury you. This system will bury you as a black man in America for no fucking reason. And if you get too far ahead, they kill you. I hate to say it, but I've had this conversation this week in regards to, say, a Joe Budden. Not the greatest person in the world, or the greatest example of greatness, and so on and so forth. I get it. But you can go online right now, and you can look at a timeline of him announcing that he's the first podcast, or to deal with Spotify online, and go through the timeline of what they did in the deal and the numbers they put up, and everything's fine. Get to this point, and it's time to renegotiate, and he's watched them pay other people, Joe Rogan, Bill Simmons and stuff, upwards of $250 million. They're not giving him that. Not saying he's worth it. I'm just saying you built that, and you started that with that man as a guinea pig, and his numbers are supposedly outdoing those guys. If you want his intellectual property, pay him. They said no. In the time it took them to say no, and him to publicly go public with that negotiation, he's been accused and put out there for abuse, domestic violence, drugs, masturbating dogs, hating black women, so on and so forth. I said, okay, I know the next step. Looks like Bill Cosby. Not saying Bill Cosby, I'm not capping for Bill Cosby and none of that. But let's keep it a buck. Bill Cosby was cool all them years. And every one of them women that was around Bill Cosby, right or wrong, kept coming back. They came back multiple times. Not saying he was right. I know the time, I know the era. I never really fucked with the person, Bill Cosby, like I did the show, because I already knew Bill would call Eddie Murphy and be like, nah, you can't do that. Bill was talking shit about Dave Chappelle. Bill was talking shit about D.L. Hughley. Bill was on his high horse. We had already knew them stories. But the second he was about to buy that network, wham. Now, low level, you see it all the time. Whenever it's time to discredit some people, the smear campaigns come in. Say what you want to. We're talking about leaders. We're talking about black people in America. We're talking about that same mentality that goes into, well, why did the cop shoot him? Oh, he had a record of this. Oh, but he was doing that. His hands was in his pocket. Why was he in that neighborhood? Everything is questioned. You get the same thing that goes on in regular people's lives, right? When you're starting a business on just the lower level, it's always, why should I buy from you? Why should I listen to you? So on and so forth. So on and so forth. It's never the content. It's never the person. It's none of that. Or it's a facade, right? They doubt, so on and so forth, till you get the money, then whatever, right? But again, same thing happened to Jay-Z when he bought Tidal. It was all he was buying numbers, or he was streaming this or whatever. I think they even doing it to T.I. right now in terms of Bitcoin fraud or whatever. Do I think he encouraged people to buy Bitcoin? Absolutely. I believe he was. I believe he was approached by other people, probably white, because white people are the ones that I know into the Bitcoin heavily, saw it as opportunity, promoted it, used this platform. The indictment shit comes out, his name is on there. Nobody else's. He's front page news for that. He is the scapegoat for that because he is T.I. It's not going to be the people behind it, so on and so forth. Ja Rule was kind of the same thing with that Firefest shit. It was his face, his name, so on and so forth. But it was a whole white dude who rightfully so went to jail. But Ja was the face of that. I don't know what involvement they had in it. I don't know if they knew. I don't know if they was frauding people. My point is, you look at history and how easily it is to downplay, dismiss, and discredit. They still do it to Martin Luther King to this day. They still do it. Oh, he was out fucking women. Oh, he was out doing this. He was out doing that. They still do it. Still do it. Just is what it is. Michael Jackson can't live. They hit the FBI. They had all kind of investigations and everything else. They was hunting that man. Even after his death, they even got documentaries and so on and so forth. Acquitted or found not guilty or whatever. Not saying it was right. Still weird shit. Still weird shit going on. And I was not there. But I do know there is a trend in America that goes on with these powerful companies. And you see it all the time. They will use you until they can't. And then you either a drug addict or sexual something, or some shit coming out. Your past is coming out. The rap sheet, the cheating, whatever is coming out. And speaking of cheating, on a lighter note, hey man, what's the boy name? Daniel House. I don't know if y'all can verify this or not, man, but they say he got kicked out the bubble and he got a wife. So the man gotta go home to his wife after all that. Somebody verify this for me, man, because that shit is funnier than the Mike D'Antoni shit. This nigga Mike D'Antoni, Houston Rockets coach, he didn't quit before they could fire him. He knew it was coming. Who built up? Mike? Oh, yeah. I know. They got rid of Mike. They killed Mike, man. Boy.
What up? You can hear me? Everything gravy, baby?
Fix that audio there. Mike hit dumb. Prince, I think they got rid of Prince too. I think Prince was a little smarter. I'm not sure why Nipsey's store and the rest of his shit is not up. I have to know why Nipsey's plaza is closed off still, and so on and so forth. After it's been a year, and or more actually. I have to know why certain things like that happen. Like I don't think he got people around him that just can't take over the business. But I'm not seeing a lot of movement with Nipsey's assets, and it's wild to me. Yeah, just look at Joe Budden's situation. I told the guys, and we're gonna revisit this, but I told the guys, I said, give it about a week. Give it about a week. Either nobody's gonna touch Joe Budden, meaning no major platform is gonna pick him up or pay him, or something's gonna drop within the next week or so that's gonna warrant us canceling. I see it. I'm not saying none of the shit that he's done ain't true. I am saying that Tahiri was and has been in contact with that man and continues to support him, even went so far as to, try to get him back with his girl and so on and so forth, right? And mind you, this ties into what I said last week about the Meg Thee Stallion shit. There's only so much a black man in America could do to protect you if you continue to go back and support the person that's abusive to you. How do you go on to do reality TV shows and all of these things and be so positive and cool around them and supportive, and then expect somebody to think or run to your aid if you're being abused? There's only so much you can do. So some years later, I think they're about 10 years removed from their relationship. Now you're telling people that he abused you or he was abusive.
People say that
that's wild.
They don't. There's no time limit on
the
when
audio
you
ain't
can.
up, Jay. You got to hit the mic or something, bro. But yeah, like again, I said it and I'm gonna say it again, and I can't wait to have that. I can't wait to have that conversation with any female that's welcome to have it. But there are guys out here that will protect you. There are black men that won't cap for that shit, cake for it or whatever, and not allow it. But if you're gonna continue to go back to the dude and protect them and love him and think he's gonna change, there's only so much you can do. That's how I feel about that's you know what I mean. That's just how I feel about all this shit. Like I cannot. I watched the Rough Riders Chronicles. DMX is well known to be my favorite artist of all time. Right?
Still no audio.
There's only so many times you can go to bat for somebody or rehab or whatever before it breaks you. Right? Before it breaks you. There's only so much you can do for somebody. I even posted this on Facebook, right? I used to feel like me motivating you would help you. But there's nothing I can, like you learn over time, there's nothing you can do to motivate somebody if they're not self-motivated or want that. Either you want to be successful, either you want change, either you want to be clean, either you want to, get out of that toxic relationship, either you want to build, either you want to be great or you don't. There's nothing I can say.
No, I disagree with that.
To change that. Turn your volume up or something, Jay. I don't know what's going on with your shit.
You don't hear me? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
This is crazy as hell.
Add and re-add you. Hold on.
Now,
yeah.
Still no audio.
Oh, they said they can hear you. I can't hear shit
know.
On this end. She said she can
crazy.
Hear you too. I can't hear you. She can hear you too, which is wild because
I don't know how that's gonna work, huh?
I can't hear you, bro. I don't know why I can't hear you.
Let me leave and try to come back.
Yes. Anyway, maybe it'll come back or whatever. But what's up, everybody? Appreciate y'all coming out. Like I say, share. I always tell y'all, and I didn't do it at the beginning of this. Share this to your pages, share this to the groups you in, whatever. I don't know why I couldn't. I don't know why I couldn't hear him, man. Normally it's no problem, but that's why we try to work this shit out beforehand. I don't know what's going on. He come back, we're gonna have some conversations, hopefully, and anybody else want to join. Let's see.
Let's see. See my mic working. You hear me? I know you still can't hear me.
Yeah, I hear you.
We on.
I don't know what the fuck. Maybe it's my volume on this here podcast.
You had dolo turned down or something.
Yeah. How you feeling?
I'm good, baby. How everybody? How you, man? I see you doing good.
Same old same. Trying to be great out here in this young world. Doing too much.
But yeah,
body into the ground.
As far as you say, man, Loki, you can't. There's nothing you could do to motivate. There's nothing you could say to motivate somebody. I disagree with that because a lot of times I don't want to do shit.
No, I'm not saying nothing, but I'm saying there's only so far you can take. It's only so far you can take.
Right.
There's only so much. There's only so many times you can sit back and in any situation. Like as a woman talking to her friend, how many times do you think that woman wants to hear that woman calling and talking about her man? It's only so much about, you know what I mean? It's the same shit. Like when you dealing with shit in life and success or whatever it is you doing, there's only so many times I want to hear that same story or whatever, or only so far I can motivate you or push you to do something before I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. It's only so far.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like I said, I don't know if you was. I know I seen you in there last week, or whatever. But I don't know if you caught the whole episode. And you know the person that I'm talking about. But if I come to your aid and you are protecting somebody, I'm not going to jail for you. You choose to be there. You want to be in that situation. You want to be with that man. You like or accepted what was given to you. And the alternative to that is I go to the extreme. Now I'm in jail and you're going to go back to him. Or I kill this man and I'm in jail.
And that's why
it's just so much.
I always say the domestic situations are always different, man. That's kind of like.
Absolutely.
You can't just let a man just beat a woman down or nothing like that. But as far as, if something happening, man, ain't got nothing to do with you. You just pull them off. You ain't got to beat the man up.
See, that's where I said I'm 0 to 100. You know me. You remember career and everything else. I'm 0 to 100. I don't have that mechanism that I'm a rationalize with you. I can remember time Korea when you was like, D, go home. G, I'm trying to enjoy myself. I
wanted to go home, G. You was trying to get us extended. You ain't care. You did not care. We was already there too long.
Yo, but I always say that because I never went out looking for trouble. Right. I remember the days, especially like in Korea and in Louisiana and all them shits and all them places, Afghanistan. I was not looking for trouble. And in that particular, like that specific day, I remember you and your guys leaving what was the castle, right? Camp Castle.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all came down there, and I think I was breathing heavy and like on edge and moving, and your ass was like, gee,
yeah.
And I'm like, I done just got into a fight. You know what I mean? This nigga said he just got down to hide his drink. He said, D, go home.
I ain't feel like fighting, G. That's all my did in Korea was fighting.
So I'm like, wow. And it's so wild, bro. It's so wild because it never had nothing to do with me. I was talking about it because I said that I kept having a point. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't looking for no problem. I wasn't flashing on niggas. I wasn't none of that. But they was messing with the guys I was with, or I was associated with somebody they didn't like. The dumb shit that go on in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Rational you says they're gonna kill me, I'm gonna get in trouble, I'm gonna get extended or whatever. But no, in the heat of the moment, that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm thinking about. And I've ran into those situations too many times. And I told the story last week of some of the situations where I could have been fucked up over a female that even at that moment was picking that nigga up. Like, baby, you all right? No, I'm the bad guy. So it's like you watch and you know that there's, like you said, domestic situations or whatever. I think Meg Thee Stallion and the Tory Lane situation, even if everybody wants to chime in, she had to have said something to get him out of jail. They had the gun. They had his fingerprints. They knew he shot it. They knew she was shot. They even still want to bring charges. What did you say? And just to keep it a buck, her friend was there. So the story that you told them and the story that the friend told him had to match. Otherwise, he's in jail. Nobody's even having this conversation. And
yeah, facts.
In jail.
What did he should be in jail?
And I seen us say, oh, I was protecting his career. I was protecting the black man. Nobody's protecting me. We don't give a fuck. There's no such thing. Bro, there's no such thing as protecting. Listen, if you molesting kids, if you shooting women, if you beating women, you're canceled. That's it. Nobody's feeling sorry for you. Nobody's coming to your rescue or your aid. There's no protecting that. And if you are protecting it, you just as bad as the motherfuckers that's doing it. We want them out of there. We want the motherfuckers that's shooting babies in Chicago to die or be locked up or face the punch. We want the people that's touching kids and all the rest of that shit to be, murdered and dealt with and whatever, whether by the police or whatever. We want criminals to go to jail. What we don't want is innocent black men, women, children to die, or especially not at the hands of police, etc. That Tory Lanez and Megan situation, what did you say? That's how I feel. That's just how I feel. So if you was protecting them, don't then look at us to protect you.
Like you must have felt some type of remorse that you was like, okay.
Or it was something bigger than that. It's one of the two things. Either you felt something was gonna happen to you, or you were gonna face some shit to save yourself, because your friend was still involved in it. I don't care how you cut it. I know they taking statements at the scene. Even being shot, you had the know-it-all to concoct the story or whatever. All right. The second part of that is, if it's domestic, like you said, if it's domestic, y'all in a relationship and y'all whatever going on, don't then ask us to protect you, because you already protected that man. So now the option is you either thought some street justice was going to happen, because I seen 24 hours later, the engineers and the bodyguards and everybody basically letting Tory know it's on site, which meant that now what would have been him in jail getting dealt with, what you just did was you put your bodyguard, your brothers, your whoever was whatever at risk to also go to jail.
Also go to jail now, because now they got to do something.
Yeah. Now I can step up. I'm all for it. I'm willing to go to jail for you and so on and so forth, or die if that's where we are with it. But not if you lying for the nigga. Not if you had the cards in your hand. Let me make a call to the niggas in prison, put some money on their books, and they deal with them. They already there. They're already there.
You know what, G? I ain't gonna even lie to you.
That's what I'm saying, Julian. She was thinking, but she was thinking, irrational or not, she was thinking. They had them dead to rights. And I don't know if you was there last week, but like I said, I'm just speaking from a perspective of somebody that's been in that situation where somebody's called me and let me know personally that this is what's going on, and they knew how I was going to deal with it, only to then protect that man. Why? Because I'm finna kill this nigga.
Love is a motherfucker, boy.
I'm finna kill this nigga. Like, I'm not hesitating when it comes to you. And here you are, staying behind him. Don't call me no more. And that's where it goes to. There is no, you're not protected. Because when I'm trying to protect you and you know where I stand on it, you protected him. It's the wildest shit ever. But what was you about to say, Jay? And I ain't watched no P-Valley. Sean. I don't know. I don't really know what that is. I know it's one of them shows like Power or something, right? Everybody on right now.
I don't know. I ain't never heard of that. P-Valley. That's on Netflix?
I don't fucking know. I just know everybody keep watching P-Valley. I think it's supposed to be a metaphor for pussy. Pussy. P Valley, Pussy Valley, or some shit. I don't know. I ain't watched Power. I ain't never seen Power, so I ain't never seen Power. But apparently P Valley is supposed to be good. Strippers.
Yeah, guess can't go wrong with that, right?
All right. That WAP. Hey, cuzzo, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, look, Kia, that's my big cousin. Hey. I know she done bought all the shit from you too. But listen,
shout out Kia. Hey, I owe you a refund too, baby girl. I owe you $35. I'm gonna send it to you, however your PayPal or whatever. You gotta send me your PayPal info.
Listen, watch this, right? I'm a prime example of we grew up on the low end. I was the youngest, well, one of the youngest, because I got cousins under me, but one of the youngest. When I used to get jumped, minding my own business, she used to beat their ass for me. She used to, and she knows the situation I'm talking about. She's seen the growth. She said just send him another. He said just send him another hoodie. She's seen the growth. She's seen all this. Is my big cousin right here, man. This my ride or die right here. We probably don't. She probably the only family that I really keep ties with and talk to. But wow. But yeah, on the low, minding our own business, to come from where we come from and shit like that, bro. I have to go 0 to 100. I wasn't taught to reason with people. I learned the hard way. These niggas is gonna shoot you or kill you, flat out. That was every day coming from school. One time, I'm leaving school. I think I was at the playground. I had like a water gun, man, and these niggas wanted my water gun. You know, they surrounded me to take my water gun. They started lying on me. They surrounded me. She threw hot sauce in the nigga eye. It was on the ground, G. From like hot sauce in the eye.
She wasn't going.
Swinging. Listen, it was wild, but that's big cuz right there. She'll tell you flat out, bungalows, man, low end, the ickies, all that. Them niggas was on my head all the time, bro. All the time.
Damn, G, why motherfuckers always want to beat you up, G? You came out here and motherfuckers want to jump you.
G, the day I told that story on here too. The day I met y'all jumped me. All of you.
What the fuck?
The day I met every one of you, I think Quince was there. I know Will. I know Reese. I know all y'all niggas jumped me the day. I don't know what. Listen, y'all niggas, ain't me.
Is that what it was, G? Okay.
Hey, beat they ass. Nah, Santana, don't come on here with your wife beater on, bruh. Yeah.
In the room. What up? White beater? What you talking about, man? Black Panther. Hey, it's Black Panther energy right here,
man. Wakanda forever. You already know.
Yeah, I mean,
Bombay. Hey, what's up with your boy Joe Budden, man? Why they doing him like that? Why they getting him colorism and everything like that? How you feel about that?
Giving him what?
They're giving him everything, man. Like you see what it is. He got a new deal coming, man.
So colorism,
they're getting in front of it.
They put out there he exposed Spotify, rightfully so. And people, I've had this conversation, but let's just do the math. Spotify built their podcast platform on Joe Budden's podcast. He was the first. He was the guinea pig. His numbers have remained the same the entire time he's been at Spotify. They've since expanded. Recently given, I think, 90 mil to Bill Simmons and 250 mil. Oh no, it was like 90 mil to Joe Rogan and 250 mil to Bill Simmons. Joe Budden said, yes. Now the what's the word I'm looking for? The reasoning behind that was supposedly because of YouTube subscribers, platform influence, and all that. But Joe Budden beats them and still number one on their podcast, and his numbers are higher than them on YouTube. Some of them. Either way, he's due for a big payday that they're not willing to pay him. Since he's put them on blast, they're not renegotiating. He's even put out the numbers and so on and so forth. Since then, literally within the week, he has been brought up for this clip circulating of him saying he jacks off his dog. There's a couple clips of audio and shit like that and stories circulating about him beating women. And the last one that I saw was of him and Santana discussing how he doesn't like dark-skinned women, which is colorism. So They're painting a picture of this man to get him canceled, and the smear campaign is out there, the reasons why, so he doesn't get touched by nobody else. Mind you, everything that's out there is about 10. I think the thing that was on there, Santana, it was the nowadays little dialogue. That it was what episode 79 on Spotify.
79. And that's shit. How many years ago?
Yeah, and they're on episode 300 and something.
Yep, damn near 400.
So again, like the Bill Cosby situation, this is what you're talking about. Why now?
Mm-hmm.
Why? You motherfucker.
know why.
I know. But I was just asking 10
right, rhetorical. To rhetorical, right.
He's a big Joe Budden fan. You know, they even try to get Mark out of there. I seen that.
Mark be damn near getting himself out of there sometimes.
Listen, they all do, but that's a podcast.
That's the thing. Like
you listen, you've heard, and we on episode 14. We have been accused of toxic masculinity.
Yeah. You.
I mean, sometimes we be on that.
Right. But we're 3 men is my point. If you want to cancel us, even if you want to get on there and talk about how we say kill Whitey and shit like that or fuck the police, you're gonna find something within 14
it's gonna be something. I know I've said a couple things. It's probably be brought back up later type shit. So we see what it is with him, because that's the thing. Like if you listen to his pod or watch his pod, all his shit is like jokes.
Right.
Like if they would play the whole clip. You know what I'm saying? You can see like with the colorism shit with the when they were saying he don't like dark skinned women, and that's because of what Rory said. When Rory's like, "Well, you don't like dark skinned women." Anything Rory says,
here's the thing
that people say about Joe.
I'm sorry, you like what you fucking like.
Absolutely.
Right. So if you don't like dark skinned women, you just don't like dark skinned women.
Absolutely.
You can't be mad at that. What the fuck? How can you really be mad at that?
Oh, they be big mad at that shit, bro.
And here's what I've always said: not only can you not be mad at it, because let's keep it a buck. The people that be mad at it, the people that get mad at it would also tell you should only date, or like, let's say black women say you should only date black men or whatever. That we know that ain't happening, and that's colorism. It's still colorism. That's your preference. Mm-hmm. That is your preference. It's no different than the racial situation. Like your preference is your preference. What you like is what you like, and I would rather not. Like, how can I put this in an analogy? If you're gay, I don't care. What does that have to do with me? Don't hit on me. And you ain't taking no woman from me, so I don't care. I don't care. So if you're mad that he don't like dark-skinned women and you ain't trying to date him, fuck does it matter?
Fuck does it matter?
That's the next clip coming out, though. I'm calling it. Because none of the other shit's working. So you know who coming for him next. You know what they're gonna send at him next.
Sean Hextall, Sarah Hextall. They do. They do. They keep tabs on you. And that's what I'm saying. Like the build up between these companies and politicians and so on, man, they keep tabs on you. I know people, like I said, I know people close to me or was close to me that feel like they need to keep tabs to discredit me. And these are the same people that know if you wasn't on that, I would give you whatever. But when I find out you on that, how am I supposed to look at you and react to you? How am I supposed to? Like, if I'm giving you everything that I got and then some information comes into me and you're next to me, smiling at me, smiling in my face and reaping the benefits of my hard work, my love, my energy, and you talking shit about me next to me, I'm not supposed to keep going with that. I'm absolutely supposed to feel some kind of way about that. I'm absolutely supposed to take that and feel and take exception to it. Like, bruh, you're in my face, sometimes in my home. I say the same thing about white people that don't speak up about black lives. How am I supposed to take it if my son is, oh, he's so adorable, he's this, he's that, I want to babysit him or whatever, but you got nothing to say with black lives. He's black. My daughters are black. My family's black. I'm black. You have nothing to say. How can you love me? Why would I want you around me? They're keeping tabs to discredit you. Oh, suddenly, I'm gonna go so far as to say a couple years ago, true story. Probably I've never talked about it. A couple years ago, people were saying, some people that I consider close to me were saying I'm overly affectionate Because I care.
Overly affectionate.
It didn't bother you until you wanted it to bother you.
Well, what was what was the situation? Why that made him say that?
How do I put it? So some shit happened, wasn't true, and some shit happened. I'm trying not to put it happened, wasn't true, whatever, right? But in the context of that happening, suddenly it was, oh well, shit, he did hug me that one time. Oh, he did like my picture.
Hold on, man. I'm trying to see what this shit going.
It's suddenly, oh, he did post that in his story or something one time. As far as like they started to get like, you know, people get to go back and listen to all R. Kelly songs, right? And they be like, oh shit, he told us.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Now.
Okay. Right.
Like now you look back and it said, oh, everything that he's saying.
Everything he did. Yeah.
No.
Right.
No.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's like, it's the same shit with.
Did he freeze or am I tweaking?
No, you ain't tweaking. He big froze on this end. Hey, yo, I smacked the camera. Yo, wake up over there. Yeah, drink some water. What's going on over there?
You said I'm perfect. Whatever that is. But yeah, dog, it's just one of them things. Like, man, when somebody shoots, I always say that somebody shoots or kills somebody.
It keep freezing up, man. I don't really know what he was talking about.
He's going in and out. Well, this segment of Dinero freezing is brought to you by Game. Yeah, do a commercial or something and shit, yeah.
Well, he was talking about how he was emotional. You said what?
Yeah, he's got overly affectionate and big fro. We need a technical difficulties button over here, something, man. Something.
I don't know. That's why he be wanting motherfuckers to pregame and have some topics.
yeah, we had
like shit.
That's what I mean. He didn't dip out. He probably
oh, it's all good. He
ain't pay his Wi-Fi bill. That's the kids.
Damn. Yeah, you know we owe you one.
Whatever. Pay Mr. Xfinity.
Hey, legit though. That 5G, bro, ain't working. Yeah, man. Listen, you're gonna find information on somebody if you want to. If I go out and I kill somebody now, they're gonna go back to when I was 16 on MySpace or some shit quoting Lil Wayne shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It just is what it is. They're gonna dissect every fucking lyric that I've ever written and say he did it. That's just, you see what you want to see. I said it before. If you start dating a chick that drives a fucking Kia, suddenly you see her car everywhere. Before that, you never seen that car. It just is what it is.
If you buy a new car, same shit.
Yeah, you buy a new car, suddenly you see it every fucking where you go. You know what I'm saying?
That's what YouTube did to me, yo. You know, we talking about telling my wife had that accident, whatever. I ain't never heard of motherfucking elephant insurance in my life. So I was like, yeah, we about to get jammed. Elephant insurance, never heard of it. Now every YouTube video I watch, it's an elephant insurance ad.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I never heard of it. Now I see the ad every day since the accident.
He said, huh? Elephants. I don't got no elephant.
Yeah, that shit sound fugazi as hell.
That's why when I heard, I was like, yo, he got us. When I heard elephant insurance, like, and now it's commercials though. Every YouTube video I watch, man.
$7 a month. Fuck is you talking about?
That's why I said they got us, yo. They got us.
Oh man.
YouTube say it's real because I see the ad every day now.
That's funny. Now we gonna start seeing them pop up.
Yep.
Speaking of entertainment and insurance and bills and shit like that, Dre's wife wants $2.5 million. 900,000 of that, she said, is entertainment.
I want to know what the entertainment is.
A month.
Well, I don't know.
So and do she get some money off top too?
He said he already's paying for everything that she's doing right now. He's already taking care of her living situation, paying the bills, the rent, and all of that. He's already doing that. She wants $2.5 million a month. Not a year, not in settlement, a month.
Me and my wife argued about this shit for hours on the drive home the other day from vacation, Joe. Like,
yeah, 100K in laundry, bro. Listen, she had 100. This is what killed me. She had 100K in laundry, but I think she had like another 145K for shopping or clothes. So are you buying the new clothes or are you doing laundry? Which one? And laundry don't cost that much.
What was the email and phone call shit about though? When I saw them numbers,
yeah, your shit muted.
Yeah,
I'm muted.
I said, didn't she have like a $1,000, $10,000 cell phone shit she wanted to have? Yeah, something like that, $2,000 a month. Bro, like, damn, shorty, who the fuck are you talking to? God, like, what are you doing? Like, who is you calling?
Wildin'. Listen, the 900,000, the laundry and the clothes thing fucked me up because if you're spending 143,000 a month in clothes, you're definitely not doing laundry.
Nah.
You're not.
Yeah. For one, you're not watching shit.
You're not watching shit. You're
not one-time wears.
Not wearing none of that. And then 100K in laundry a month.
Yeah, telephone, cell phone, email, 20 stacks a month.
Hold on, 100K in laundry, fam. The audacity to write that shit down or even fathom thinking that, fam. You need $20 in quarters. And you don't need that if you in a crib. You at most need $20 in quarters a month.
What's the education shit though? She in school or something?
Yeah, she not in no damn school.
60,000.
You can YouTube everything
a month for education.
I would have gave her ass an iPad and the internet and been cool. Wherever you go, you go. That's it. You can get all your entertainment on Netflix.
Clothes, 135 a month. Yeah, she.
Listen, he should go ahead and just maintain her little lifestyle that she lives.
That's what they said. They said.
But that's about it.
That's it.
That's it. You can't tell me that was no 2.5 mil a month though, shorty. You wasn't living that good.
Listen, the 20K in cell phone a month is wild. You ain't buying a new cell phone for that. Your bill ain't that. What the fuck do you need 20K cell phone for?
Hey, they got what kind of emailing you doing though? You got emails on the list.
On there. I've never even paid for email. Who emails you and you got to pay for it? Yeah, bitch.
Right. Folks say she's a lawyer. That's exactly. She charging him lawyer hours to live. Like,
so mind you, like, lawyer hours and the rest of that, you don't need no more education. You're a lawyer. It's just wild to me, man. It's just wild to me. But then I turned to another page or whatever, and Chris Brown's baby mama wants $21K a month in child support. $21K.
For how many kids?
One. She got one, his daughter, and he teaches her and takes care of her. And he's already given her money. Here, let me run it down. What she said. Let me run it down. What she said. She said she needed to take him to Chuck E. Cheese. Go to Chuck E. Cheese. And shit like that.
Yeah. 20. It's probably nothing to him though. So he probably could just do that. If it's enough for you to just shut up and leave me alone, I'll give you $20,000 a month.
Chris is currently paying $2,500 a month in child support, plus an additional $4,000 for a nanny who is her mother.
So she getting $6,000 a month.
She getting $6,500 a month, and $4,000 of it is going to her mother, who's clearly.
I don't know, G. I know niggas that damn near pay that amount. They just normal niggas. He hitting the lick. I'm sorry, but his lawyer's cold.
But he sees his daughter though. You know how that is. He sees his daughter. He sees his daughter.
She be with him.
Yeah, listen.
Do you think that matters, Jason?
It don't. We know it don't.
We know. And listen, the 21 out is like considering we've seen the history of this kind of. You right, but
see Future. And we on this note. You see Future. What Future got off with? You seen that, right?
I ain't seen.
She wanted his baby mama wanted 53,000 a month. So this dude kind of offered with 1,000 a month.
He said, "Shorty, you being greedy."
Now Judge ordered him to do 32. He got paid 3,200 a month though. So he kind of
paid 3,200 a month. He getting off.
He skated. He skated.
Future got like 12 kids.
So what?
Hey, that's on him. Hey, he skated, bro. Like,
hey man,
don't skate that motherfucker.
3,200 a month.
12 kids, but listen, it's just wild out here, bro. It's just wild. These divorces and shit. I know Basil's and May's wife, the just motherfucker and white woman in the world of his shit.
I don't know, man. I don't be understanding that half shit. That shit baffles me. I don't really.
I don't really be real. Big.
You say what?
You said you was talking to her. Y'all was just having that conversation. How'd she feel?
Yes. Gee, I'm not finna get in trouble, but look.
You said, hey, tread lightly, don't do it. Hey.
I'm not finna get in trouble, but look. Hey, man.
So she feels as though if we've been together for, let's say we've been together 20 years and I make a whole lot of money. So she always puts it in these terms as, you don't want me to work. You told me not to have a job. So these last 20 years, I ain't had no job. So now you just want to break up with me and I don't get nothing? And it was your idea that I didn't have a job? And I'm kind of like, no. Motherfucker, you wasn't shooting in the gym, goddammit. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I'm gonna get some context to that. If the agreement is she just not working, or if the agreement is she's not working, that's different than you saying I don't want you to work.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if I tell you just don't work, I got you, and shit don't work, two factors is finna factor in. One, why didn't we work? Fuck was you not doing? That I'm giving you the time and taking care of you. I clearly want you around. What did you, if you fucked it up, you fucked it up. If you leave, that's on you. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you leave a situation where you got it made, you're not going to get it made with my money. You stay here and you can reap the benefits. You leave here, you better find some other benefits. The second part of that is, that's just how it goes. I'm sorry, but if I'm giving you that, if you don't have to work and you don't want to work, if you want the same benefits outside this house that I'm giving you, you got me fucked up. I'm a Ray Caruth that situation real quick.
Whoa.
Real quick. Hey, my niggas. This that audio they play back. Hey, this that audio they play back.
I'm about to say, you better make it.
I don't care.
Now you got to walk straight.
Hey, and I'm gonna stand by
I said.
And
exactly.
And it's just I just don't be understanding if I'm not if you're not the breadwinner, what's the point of getting married? Sometimes is what I was like, Joe, okay. Not besides, and I said the only reason why men get married is because of love. That's it. That's why we get married, because we love you.
We've known that.
That's it.
Women know.
That's it. We don't have no benefits behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, women know factually that if a man's sticking around and a man doing his things and he's giving you that energy, what it is, they just choose to. I think I've said this before. I think women love and get off. I think it's a drug. I think they like that drama. I think they like it. I think they like that clip you sent, Santana, of all the girls when the dude asked him, he said $600K a year to date a doctor, or $3 million a day date a drug dealer, and every one of them said, "Oh, I'm dating a drug dealer. I'm dating a drug dealer."
Man. Y'all go stop. Drug dealers ain't all bad, man. You be killing the little drug dealers.
No.
God damn, I understand we good. I know we on the road models and shit.
You're smart. No. You're smart. You know the context. I'm not saying drug dealers is bad. I'm not just saying the industry is bad. What I'm saying is the the notion that you're not good, you're not even bringing the money in. The notion that you are not good with $600K a year and he's a successful doctor, as opposed to going for the guy in context that could go to jail. That's, you know, putting the girls were saying in it, oh, I'm gonna pull that thing, or I'm gonna get a meal off top, and I'm gonna do this, and I bail him. And some of them even said, I'm gonna keep the doctor on the side. This is how women think.
Yeah. I'm about to send you that. Yeah, you gotta watch that.
Yeah, they said
That's wild.
Now, again, I know some niggas that would meet a godmother. Y'all know who I'm talking about, godmother or somebody, and she making $3 million a day. You might try to finesse her a little bit. I got it. I'm never mad at it. But my point is, I truly believe a lot of women enjoy that drama, like that happiness thing and that safe place and that comfortable shit, and realizing you got a good nigga ain't enough sometimes. Sometimes you gotta run the streets, or you gotta pick a fight, or you gotta
have some fuck shit to post. That's how I look at it. I look at this.
I think it get them high. Yeah. It get them high. You know what I'm saying?
You want to be able to
be like, greedy, G. They just greedy. Like, you know, that's it. They just greedy. I just want a meal. Fuck a 600,000. I want, you know what I mean?
But again, you know,
$3 million a day is a lot, G. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, fuck that doctor.
but at the end of the day, the notion is we work, and we've said this before. We work to support the family and, you know, make motherfuckers proud and stand on our own too, and, you know, so on and so forth. We go out there with that. They work their money theirs. They want to. They work to shop, do the shit they want to do. They don't work to support no nigga or support no family. That's never gonna happen. If they do work, the situation is always, like you said, women marry for comfort most times. About 99.9% of the time, it's the situation.
But see,
how comfortable I am until I can get on my feet or some shit, and then it's you a bum ass nigga.
But my point was also that if I wasn't, if it was a woman that made more money than me, and she wasn't completely making me happy, but I knew that she had that bag.
You gonna finesse her though? You ain't moving in.
I'm gonna finesse. I'm shit. I mean, I know she got that bag forever. I mean, and I love her enough to go ahead, even though it's not that love. Maybe I'm gone. Yeah, why not?
I don't think. Listen. I feel like this is just me. I feel like the finesse side, we've all done that. We've all done that. Would probably finesse a situation. But what I'm saying is, I don't think none of us, you know, our circle, I don't think none of us are voluntarily moving in knowing that we interested in something else, and our livelihood is out of there in her hands, in control of her. We're not putting ourselves in a situation to be homeless tomorrow, knowing that we don't love her. We don't want to give her the shit that she need, and we ain't really committed to it, and we still want to fuck this bitch but spend her money. We're not doing that. Women do that. Women will do that. Women will absolutely be in a house with you, texting another motherfucker, or going out and doing certain shit, because that's their safe haven for their stepping stone, their building block. I don't think me, you, and the guys that we grew up with is gonna sit back and be like, we might get that bag a little bit and fuck around, but we keeping our spot, keeping our car. We're not putting it in your name. You know what I mean? We're not doing those things where, you know what I mean, some shit pop off tomorrow, I'm fucked. We not doing that. That's not how that go. And if you do, I'm gonna look at you the same way I'm gonna look at the females doing it. You's a new fool. You's a damn fool. You knew what it was, and you knew your livelihood was in that situation. You got to do what you got to do. Make that work. You have to.
Yeah.
But the finesse is always there. Shit, the finesse be there even when you got a wife or some shit like that. You gotta have that kind of wife that's like, shorty, get that bag. I'll be back.
Well, you good luck with that, my G.
Hey, hold on a second. Listen, for $3 million a day,
$3 million a day.
$3 million a day, you gotta understand.
Hey, man,
I'll cash up you 40.
What's old boy named Jerry Falwell? He worked worth about 100 million, and his wife fucking the pool boys. I don't know, man. I don't know what can you do more? You worth 100 mil, bro, and your wife still go fuck the pool boy.
You know what that is, though. That's what I'm
just
saying.
saying, though, man, like
That's throughout history. We know what that is. But yes, Lima Rita, Brooke. God damn it.
Lima Rita. I thought that was like a White Claw can for a minute.
There's no retirement plan. Let's keep it a buck. Women on social networks and in this age, absolutely 1000% are just using sex to sell somehow or another. And I'm not mad. I don't want people to say I'm mad, but it's nothing wrong with it. It's a time old, you know.
Get your money.
Yeah, get your money. Get your money.
Get your coins.
However you get it. What I'm saying is, motherfuckers be having 300,000 plus followers, 300,000. all that and OnlyFans and so on and so forth and cool and just be feeling like they made it. You're selling sex and there's nothing wrong with it. It's cool. Humble yourself still. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get in a car accident tomorrow or you hit up one of these clubs and motherfuckers stab your butt cheeks and they go flat and you get infected, you're going to need somebody to take care of you. It ain't gonna be that nigga from the club. No. You better move smart while you out here dissing motherfuckers and putting people on red and leaving them because you popping right now. Get that face sliced by a jealous female or your butt cheeks pop and get infected. You fucked.
That's a wrap.
Hey, what the hat say?
Make butts real again.
Make butts real again. This nigga.
Get them butt cheeks pop. Get them butt.
I thought that shit said make America real again. I guess I ain't paying attention to detail. This shit says butts.
Yeah.
That's the wireless.
He says the wireless.
You gonna piss the MAGA people off, boy.
Nah, fuck MAGA.
They gonna think you with them at first sight.
Hey, so Netflix getting a lot of backlash. I'm hearing mixed stories out there though.
What you
getting backlash from
being pedophiles? Being pedophile lovers.
We probably are. Ain't the whole Hollywood pedophiles? Didn't we already figured that out?
Well, it's a movie out there. It's a movie out there with little girls called Cuties. They like dancing or some shit. They on the cover of it in some look like chili and shit or something, right? It's called Cuties.
Some twerking shit. I ain't even call that shit.
Yeah, well, the description says something like they was twerking and trying to whatever, right? Of course, everybody was I don't know, you know, the pedophilia shit and reporting it and calling Netflix and Netflix supposedly said they're not taking it down and it's a whole backstory to that. And I know Tab and a few other people that chime in and say more on it, but I seen some other reports that said it was written by a black woman who basically we're canceling and stopping her career before we've even seen the movie, and it's supposed to be about what she's been through or gone through. And then I've seen some other stuff today that said that they actually watched the movie and it's the opposite of pedophilia. It's supposed to be anti-pedophilia or shine a light on something, whatever, right? Conflicting stories. Haven't watched it, won't touch it. I'm a firm believer in a lot of this shit going around. Call me conspiracy theorist or whatever, but I get to being hesitant when I start to put in the search bar on my phone anything related to pedophilia or child porn. Know how that goes. Again, I know how that goes. You start to search and you start doing that, and suddenly they talking about on your phone on this day you search for this X, Y, and Z, and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's conflicting shit out there. I mean, teach this on. I don't know. Tab said you don't exploit kids to make a point. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, write a fucking book or something and tell them what happened to you. Don't put this shit on TV, man.
Yeah, I think there's ways to do certain shit. I don't know.
That ain't it.
I don't know how it was. I don't know how it was presented or its intent, backstory. I don't know.
I saw some clips floating around, yo. It's every bit of I ain't fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? It's every bit of like this is pervert shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like you said, Hollywood is notorious for it. And it's a wild time. It's a wild time.
I think the world is doing too much right now, man. It's just crazy.
2020, bro. You see California?
Joe, I just seen a thing. G, it was like It was a little map, and it was like it had to be like at least 50 different spots with fires. G, it was the wildest shit I've seen.
Yep, they said the West Coast is burned. It's all in Oregon and everything.
Can I ask this? This is 2020. We can't put out no fucking fires, son. Did you see us right now? Did you see us right? We can't put out no fire. Where's the federal government? Where's y'all at? Mexico sending firefighters and shit. I don't understand this.
Listen, they said inmates is out there fighting the fires.
Yeah, they are.
That's Joe.
Making about $1 now.
Why is this hard? I'm so confused.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the wildest shit, right? The wildest shit is finding out that one of them massive fires was started by a fucking gender reveal.
Look, mistakes happen, G. So I can't never. That is wild. That is wild. It is wild. Wow. But at the same time,
no, I got you.
Put the fires out, Jay. Like, put the fires out. Like, come on, man. Let's put these fires out. This is 2020. You telling me we don't know how to put fire out, Joe?
They never do, man. That shit just burn clean up every time.
Listen, it's a lot of them. So I mean, I can understand understaffed, undermanned, under whatever. California is notorious. Like I remember,
hey man, train these National Guard motherfuckers to goddamn slide down some poles. No homo. Train these National Guard motherfuckers to goddamn to put some fires out for real. They ain't really trained the goddamn police these streets, but they do that. So shit, send these motherfuckers to come put some fires out.
I remember the 5 years I was in California. They have so much emphasis on a drought in California. Everything politically and otherwise, even with your water companies and stuff, is water consumption in California. There's limits, there's all kind of shit going on. California will basically have you thinking there is no water left in the world.
I heard they be having like can't take showers for a certain amount of time, all types of crazy shit.
California is big on that, and that's so funny because one of Shay's friends said one day, she said, it's a big ass ocean right here. I can see it.
Logically, that only makes sense though. And I feel shorty. I don't know about y'all.
Listen, and they be praying for rain and everything. You just be like, because they anticipate the fires and everything. Like this in California will pray literally. It's signs all over and everything. Like they really have you like praying for rain and everything. Like I've never understood it, but when you talk about the fires, like it's like football and shit, man. You know, it's like it's fire season, it's this season, it's that. Like they know it's coming, and like you said, it's just a matter of when, and you just let it burn. I don't know. Just let it burn.
Flint still got dirty water, so there you go. That should tell you everything right there. That shit the wildest shit to me still too.
Still is wild, man.
That's absurd.
But I seen another story that said they gave evacuation orders for some people and they didn't leave, and then they were surrounded by fire and like 2,000 of them or some shit, and Coast Guard or whoever flying a helicopter going in to get them out and everything, and they had orders to turn around. It was like, nah, we can't guide you through it. You can't see. It's too smoky. It's too risky. We can't fuck.
Come on, you.
And they got them out of there though. They did. They ordered orders and got them out of there. So expect that movie. That's gonna be a movie in about 5 years.
Damn show movie.
It's gonna be.
You know what though? That's real shit. That's what's up. I'm glad they did that shit because how many times you know how that shit go, G.
They ignored that. They ignored it and went in there and got them. I see California. I've seen the pictures. Like I got a lot of family. And when I say family, I mean people that I worked with or got close with when I was out there on the West Coast, out there, and it's crazy. It's crazy. The truck drivers and the places you see and around the arenas and everything. It's crazy. It looked crazy. It looked like Armageddon. It's wild.
That shit like Warzone.
Yeah, it's
wild. Shit like the outside of the circle on Warzone. And I've seen them goddamn shots.
You have PTSD from Xbox, my G.
I'm just saying, I look like goddamn.
Like, he said they are outside.
They outside the circle. That's exactly how that shit look. They got to drop that 35 for the mask at the buy station. I'm trying to be funny. I'm just saying.
My nigga said
They got to hit that buy station.
They outside. This man.
Oh man.
What else you got lined up? Oh ahead, G. What else you got lined up? Oh ahead.
I mean, I hear little shit, man. Little tidbits on Odell Beckham Jr. getting shitted on.
Oh shit.
What?
Oh shit.
No, literally.
What?
Literally.
Like straight like for real.
They the girls say
For real, squatted over, clean on the man.
The girls are saying,
like, was he like passed out or he wanted him to do it?
Nah, he flying. He hit him with the fly out. Like, yo, flying you out.
Yeah, you know,
fly you out to shit on me.
Yeah. He good.
You know what? Niggas is weird, G. Whatever, I guess.
It's funny because what? Yeah, it's funny because the women, the women used to get flown out to Dubai to do it and get paid.
Yeah.
They used to go whenever you seen them in Dubai, whenever you seen the Instagram models and shit like that in Dubai, you knew they were going out there to get paid. They would go out there and go with mama. No, go with mama. They would go out there to Dubai for their 2 weeks or whatever and come back for like 100 racks, 10 bands or whatever. That was their hustle. That's how they paid for it. The guys, them sheiks and all the rest of it, they would fly the girls out there and they would be deucing. That's the thing. And I guess, yeah, listen, you can look this up. This is what they do. This was the ongoing joke for years. And if you know, you know. Whenever you seen your favorite IG model or chick in Dubai, you knew what she was going for. That was the thing. And she was coming back. And she was gonna disappear for 6 months because she got the surgery and she was gonna come back with booty and the tight stomach and everything else or whatever, right? Or what they do is they take enough pictures to last them through their little recovery period. But the deucing thing is wild. The deucing thing apparently.
I don't even want to talk about this no more, G. This is just too much. What you got going on here? You got niggas shitting on niggas and shit, man.
And my man Odell catches wind. All the jokes that's out there. You gonna see him now. You gonna see him.
You said when he catches wind, no pun intended. Looking ass, boy.
Hey, get a load of this shit. Hey, listen. Listen. So he gets he sees the shit they throwing his way, and he gets on.
Hey. This the shit they gonna bring up right here. This the shit they gonna bring up right here.
He opened his phone up and he said, "What the fuck is this shit?" And he goes on Twitter and says, "I'm ready for any shit they throw my way." And he goes off and plays. You can't make this up. I know he did.
He plays like shit.
Well, listen, the fact that he's a receiver and he says, "I'm ready for any shit they throw my way," and goes off to his little football game is wow. You're not even going to that situation.
To his team called the Browns.
Look, man, you can't make this shit up, boy. Y'all cannot make this shit up.
Oh man.
Yeah, get him the fuck out of here.
Nasty Odell. Get yeah, he definitely gave the Super Bowl, bro.
Oh my gosh, why you take it to that level though?
Yeah, man. Listen, you can discredit the women all you want, but it's just random that Shorty said he asked her to do it, and she said, I'm a freaky bitch, but I can't. She said, I just couldn't go. I couldn't go. Couldn't do it. So he just staring at her asshole. He just staring at her asshole, hovering over him, trying to shit on him, bro. It's a wild world out here. It's a wild world out here. The shit people request, man. He said, I don't even want to talk about this no more. All right, I'm off this shit.
Please.
I got better shit to talk about.
Can't write this type of shit. Yo.
And not, bro. Oh man, they absolutely A-dub. These niggas is weirdos, bro. Weirdo. I mean, and I get it though. I get it because they long ago said that these celebrities just get pussy thrown at them so much that pussy ain't pussy no more. Like they get bored of it and shit. And it's like even in the bubble situations and shit, like you watching dudes risk their career for what? Like you in a bubble. They're gonna find out. He with the shits. yeah. I'm weak. That nigga really.
Oh man, boy. You can't tell me about that shit, boy. Hey, that's all. It's how you gonna lay this one down?
Now you gonna see the jokes because they got hella memes out there. They got the one hand catch with him, and it's a pile of shit in his hand. They got all that out there, bro. It's the memes.
That shit ain't going nowhere for a minute.
That shit is wild.
Yeah, why he ain't non-disclosure the bitch, man? I'm so confused. Why he ain't hit it with the non-disclosure?
They not moving. They not moving correctly out here, bro.
That and he don't give a shit.
That's
all that is.
What y'all got, man? What y'all got over there for me, bro? Y'all want to talk about he wanted blunt beats though.
You say what?
I said I need a blunt.
Get out of here, man. I might need your P one day. Chill out.
He said you shouldn't. Yo, Odell. Man. What else y'all got, man? What y'all got out here? Y'all got any albums y'all listening to? Any news? None of that?
Nah. Hey, man, you want to know who my favorite rapper is right now, man?
6ix9ine?
Freddie Gibbs, kill yourself.
Freddie
Gibbs.
Freddie been nice.
Yeah,
I fucks with him, G. He might be my favorite rapper for about a year or two.
Cam. I heard looking like
Mr. Cam Stan.
I heard looking like a Gotham villain.
I don't care. That's still my nigga. I don't care what type of Jiminy Cricket shit he put on. My nigga.
I seen the Bears came back and won.
Hell yeah, they won 1-0, baby.
Look at this. Nigga.
Hey, look, the nigga Mitch, he just extended his career for 2 more quarters for me. Nigga, if he fuck up the next 2 quarters, he gotta go. Put in old boy, Joe. Fuck that. I don't care. You look good for that one. You look good. You look all right for that. You ain't throw no interception, so I give it to you. You did all right for the whole game. But
Trubisky,
yeah. But he only get 2 more. He only get 2 more quarters about me. If he looks shitty the first half for next game, take his ass out. Put Foles in. He still got a short leash.
They gave him how many million? So they got to. He gonna get in there. They waiting on Mitch to fuck
up. Tom Brady them playing right now, huh?
They already lost, I think.
I'm gonna say they lost, didn't it?
No way.
I mean, they was playing against the Saints, and then I think Tom threw I seen him throw at least 2 picks.
Ooh.
Hey, it's that what do you call risk it or biscuit offense? Goddamn it.
I just knew
they lost 34-23.
Oh,
Cowboys and the Rams playing right now.
What Dak looking like?
America's team, what?
Yeah, they down 7-0 already. So
that boy Dak, something different, bro. Man, I seen him talking about mental health and the rest of that, man. I don't know, man. Being black in America is just hard, bro.
It's rough, bro.
It's rough out here. Like I know these white people and shit like that.
No, it's not, G.
You don't think so?
What are you talking about? No.
What is it then? Tell me what it is.
Because it's just easy to be black. Ain't no systematic racism.
Oh, you talking
ain't
about
nigga. If you don't break the law, then you're just fine.
Yeah, we privileged anyway. You know what I'm saying? We privileged.
Yeah, you're right.
He's definitely
right. That shit don't exist. It's all in our fucking head. It's all in our head. It don't happen.
Yeah,
I didn't but I've been black 30, about to be 37 years, G.
Oh,
37. I lived in the hood and in the suburbs, and trust me,
Hey,
When I tell you, racism is the craziest shit in the world.
What you doing right now, A-Dub? Me and A-Dub was having an interesting. We had like an hour-long conversation on the phone the other day, man. Me and Aaron, man. We just was talking about. I sent him an invite and shit, man. We was talking about that in particular, man. Like how we are the OGs now, and how we were raised, and all the what we seeing, what we teaching, what we trying to leave behind for our kids. Like he got a son that's where we were back then, NTG OTC days, and the fun we used to do and shit like that. But the influence is different, like social media, and being like shit. They said Bron's son could be making $4 million a year right now off endorsements. This is LeBron James' son. $4 million a year.
That's what's up.
Shit, we ain't talking about his Twitch money.
You said the Twitch, yeah, shit, Twitch money.
The money he making on Twitch, right? Like right now. You know what I'm saying?
A-Dub, send your email or whatever, bro. Send your email. I invite you in here. Actually, I might be able to do this right here. Hold on. I think I can do it.
But yeah, but shit, the suburbs, man, it's like. But as far as being the OGs, and like you say, Aaron's son is man. By the way, G, I ain't talked to the nigga in a minute, but he did a great job.
Man,
yeah, I'm talking about. He did a great job. I'm on the outside looking in, but from what I've seen, he did a great job. That's hard to do, G. Raise your kids like that, and that's
young Kobe.
Hey,
bro, and
that's wild. He say finna be 20. I remember he was
Santana, you had to do that to me. You know how you be sending them links, man.
Yeah, what's the email, A-Dub?
Yeah, just message him or something.
I'm sending the messenger right now. Check your message, A-Dub.
Jump in here and get to talking. But yeah, we were just talking about, man, like that's our job though. Like people forget, and even as we stand here, like I always preface this by saying, y'all see me now. There's people that have stories. You got a million stories of me back then, a million stories about you back then. The shit that we seen and went through and shit, like not that no more. We didn't have those. We didn't have those role models and shit. Like I know a lot of the shit that I did growing up was straight rebellious. I remember getting jumped. I remember being handsome but not having clothes. I remember not having money. I remember all this shit and not being accepted, not being a cool kid, not being this, not having a haircut, not doing that, being teased, being this, and defending yourself and the jokes and bus rides and you know what I mean? I remember all that shit. And it's like you learn, and I learned, if I smack you, you're gonna stop talking to me. Even if I don't got no clothes, even if I don't got no money. Matter of fact, give me your money. I went there.
Yeah. And that you know what? And that kind of fucked me up as an adult though. Like, cause I don't be wanting to argue with you all the time now.
I've never been that way. I'm the first one to tell you, like Mike Tyson said, every fight that I've ever had, everything that I've ever done that was negative was off fear or, off of defense. I've never been a bad dude. Even if you were talking a relationship, like I can tell you relationships that I've had with women. Once I feel like you ain't in it, fuck you. I might have been wrong and jumped the gun. I might have been wrong, but you know what? I'm out. I'm going before you even get a chance to do me. And that was just how I was raised. I've seen it. I know how people act. It's fuck you. It's either fuck you or it's either you or me, and I ain't the one. That's how I was raised. And it's like you teach and you try to provide a different type of life for your kids and provide with the shit that you learned and, shit like that. And it's like you said, we the OGs now. And people don't even think for a second. They don't even think for a second that what up, A-Dub?
What up?
What up, Dub?
Yo.
NTG.
Man.
Hey, remember we used to hide them water gun wars and shit on the courts?
Hey, that was one of the funniest days ever, man. Shout out to Armand doing that stuff too.
Bro, we used to have the best summers, bro. Real shit, we used to have the best summers, G. I remember all y'all niggas coming through with mono blocks and cars and screens and had to get it.
Good times, man. Hey, I appreciate the shout out, man. Yeah, my son about to be 20, man. So it's just crazy, man. Different upbringing.
Where the fuck does the
I
time?
don't think that any of us have fathers who grew up with a father. I don't remember nobody really.
I
And
did.
your father was in your life.
Yeah. My pops actually raised me, man. A curve in the system. So my pop raised me single black father.
Okay, so but your mama wasn't around then.
No, not really. She was in my life, but I stayed with my pops ever since I was a shorty,
Right.
like 5.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's super different.
How you think that changed your outcome or your perspective? Because I mean, obviously you're an amazing father. You raised your son the right way. You learn. I know factually, we remember stories. You was a wild bull. I could tell some stories. I'm not going to, but I could tell some stories. And it's like the shit that you see back then translating over to showing your kids not to do, or your son would not to do, or people not even believing that you're the same dude. Like you can't be that same dude. Like, you know, we often talk about how Malcolm X was a pimp and a drug dealer before he was Malcolm. You know, and people don't give you the chance to change, or people don't believe that you can change or leave a lasting impression or legacy, or you can be this person. But over time, you learn. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know.
Right.
You don't know.
Right. So with me, first off, like, man, this is my first time on here. So if I'm echoing, I apologize, right?
You got to put some earpods in, my G. If you got them, put earpods in. It work better. It stop that.
Nah, you sound good to me though.
Good. All right, cool.
I got a little echo, but go ahead.
So with that being said, like, I always try to be humble, try to be like a cool dude. Like, you know, luckily with us, we still friends with a lot of people that we grew up with, you know. And you know my saying, a lot of people grow up, some people get older. So with that being said, everything that I didn't do in life or that I wanted to do in life, I kind of did. And then I talked to my son about it. Like, look, these are the mistakes I made. These are the gambles I've taken. These are the things I fucked up in. Don't go that route. And I speak by experience and I lead by example. So if I'm telling you something, 9 times out of 10, I know it for a fact, or I can direct you in the lane of this person also did it, this person didn't do it. But I always try to be humble. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all talk about me, y'all done spoke about me plenty of times, and that's good. I don't think y'all got anything bad to say about me per se, but you know, being a dad myself, and I only got one son. My father showed me a lot, and then I also saw his fuck ups too. So I just try to not make those same mistakes, and hopefully my son don't make the same mistakes as well. If that make any sense, you know.
Yeah, no. How receptive would you say your son is with the advice and the shit that you give him? I mean, obviously you see the turnout and overall shit, but I mean, it's okay. So when I was in the army, and anywhere you go, everybody was the man back home. Everybody was the man. Everybody did it. Everybody sold, and you learn real quick. Like, everybody couldn't have been. So it's like when you start to see ESPN and stuff, and you know, you like, damn, did everybody grow up without a father? Or everybody struggle, or this just what you know works and what sells or whatever. It's like often I find myself talking and saying, because I don't argue. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with nobody. I don't have that no more. Like, I'm not an arguer. I'm not for the confrontations, whatever. I'd rather shut down and let you do what you do and adjust to it than to explain to you why I am the way that I am and why I react the way that I react. And I think a lot of people don't believe, after seeing who you are now, what you was like then. I think a lot of kids might find it hard if they've never seen their daddy that way. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine your son's I can't imagine your son seeing some of the sides that we've seen.
Yo, so check it out, not to cut you off. So my son's gonna be 20 in March. And I told him at like 14, like, look, man, you're gonna hear some stories about me, you're gonna know some stuff about me. As long as I'm on this earth, you're gonna hear it from my mouth first. So like when he turned 15, I told him, you know, what I was doing at 15, 16, 17, yada, yada, yada. So we at that age now where he's gonna be 20. So I'm telling him, like, dude, this is when I had you. You know what I'm saying? My dad, 20 years older than me. I'm 20 years older than my son. So I tell him off top, you finna break that. Like, you're not finna pop up with no shorty in the next 9 months. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, he knows some of my past. I try to keep it 100 with him. You got to have that conversation, especially, like I say, he a boy, he a man. So he not going to hear anything really about me from anybody else. I'm going to tell you the full story, but it's just some things I felt I couldn't tell him younger. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell him about some of the dumb shit I did at 14, 15. He might glorify that in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And then might want to try that. So at 20, at 21, you know what I'm saying? I tell him a little bit more and then tell him these are the consequences that came from that. These are the benefits that came from that. But you ain't got to do anything bad. You know, our kids is different. Y'all had no fathers or, you know, single mothers or whatever the case may be. So you already know with y'all boys and with y'all kids, they not going to go through the dumb shit that y'all had to go through in that single household, feeling like you got to be a provider, a protector, all that stuff at 10, 12, 14, 19, whatever the case may be. So, you know, it's just different with our kids. I tell you all the time, Dwight, that my son ain't no thug. He ain't got to be. He ain't got no bully bone in his body. He handsome. He plays sports. He got straight A's, and it's just different now.
Minding his business, doing
business, and that's how it's supposed to be. So as long as he stay on that path, don't nothing else really matter. The only thing he got to worry about is somebody want to take from him or do something wrong simply because he a good person. You know what I'm saying?
And those are the things that we were talking about on the phone, and we had them conversations. A lot of kind of what ties into the woman shit, Jay and Santana. A lot of what we do, whether right or wrong, I find myself working tirelessly to provide a life and be the father that I never had. I want to be the example, and you learn quickly that there is no balance. Like, I'm working a 14-hour day. I'm traveling back and forth to work for an hour. I got to come home, shower, eat, do these things. You're in school during this time. I'm sleep during this time. I'm giving you a house. I'm giving you all these material things, and I'm giving you every second that I can give you. And I wish I could give you more, but I know if I stop, you know what I mean? It's just a lot. It's like a balance thing that goes on. And you know, within the household as a man, you are constantly attempting to right certain wrongs and create that legacy and that past and that you know, that thing that goes on that you didn't have or you don't want your people to go through, or your son, or your, you know what I mean? Even with your friends and stuff. Like you said, I think we are a wild bunch of men. We've known each other 20 plus years easily. No fallouts, no negativity, no bad mouthing. Like, everybody in our groups, it's like unspoken loyalty. We just there. We've been there. You know what I'm saying? And the conversation we had, y'all was the OGs. You, Armand, and Orlando, and the rest of y'all was the OGs to us. Lee, now we're the OGs to that other generation. And sadly, I'm gonna be honest, like, I know if we got the same friends and stuff, but it's sad. But I seen a lot of the guys under us killed from Woodridge and that area, Bolingbrook, George Andersons and stuff like that. Like, they dead. And it's wild to see them young boys go like that. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, our friends and our group, it's like you know what I mean? We didn't have a lot of those losses. I know Reese was in y'all class. He's been gone for some years, but it's like you see it and you try to explain it, and you try to fix it, and you try to remedy this shit outside of the white shit, but just as black men without fathers and everything else. And it's like, it's a tough balance, bro. It's tough out here. It's tough. You know what I mean? I think that's the hardest part, but I mean, I feel like we all doing it right. You know what I mean? And that's part of what this is right now. It's like we all kind of doing it right. Your son's doing the right thing. My kids are doing the right. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. Like, I don't think we have that need to, that toxic masculinity or that shit to beat on our chest and say, yo, I'll beat your ass, or I'll, you know what I mean, I'll kill you, I'll fuck you up. It's like, we know what's understood don't need to be said. Like, I first want to tell you, like, I'm chill. I'm not a tough guy by no means, but I will beat your ass. I just hope it don't come to that. I'm a shoot first nigga. I just hope it don't come for that. Whatever your race or whoever you are.
Yeah, I be telling my son, I be like, at no point do you got to prove who you are in them type of situations as long as I'm around. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't come from, you know, even when I came to the Burbs, like I lived in Chicago, moved to Joliet, was in Calumet City, back in the city, and then out in the Burbs. So like I done been kind of everywhere. That don't mean I'm like this hard dude from off the streets.
Right.
You know, and I tell my son, I'm like, y'all got more internet bullies than you have neighborhood bullies now.
Yeah.
You got to worry about somebody posting something about you from their perspective that make you look bad, and then you get upset about that. When I grew up, it was somebody who said something in the neighborhood, and then you got to go see him.
Hey, them bus rides and them shit was epic. You gonna see me at school or that.
You
Hey,
gonna
our bus
see
rides was epic. Jay, our bus rides. Everybody on our timeline could tell you some stories about James or Woodridge Drive or 75th or something like that, bro. James.
But I could also tell you that shit, if you want to be real with it, shit, nigga, the James and Woodridge and that shit saved our life. Fuck is y'all talking about? That
Yeah,
shit
it
saved
did.
our life.
Yeah, I mean,
We
A lot of different people
are where
from a
we
lot of
are
different areas
right
came
now
to
because of the suburbs.
yeah, but that's the goal. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I was never mad at my mother. You know what I'm saying? I understand she did certain shit, and whatever she did got us to that point, which got me to the point I'm at now. I could never be mad at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even mad like at my father for not being around, because as I get older, I understand that some shit is I'm starting to understand more that some shit ain't just black and white. I'm never mad.
Yeah.
And I've always said, like, I don't hold grudges with nobody. Just because I don't talk or message or text or call you, or we gotta have that formality and rest of that, don't mean I hate you. I don't hate nobody. I don't have no problem with nobody. Me keeping my peace and me keeping my distance is for me. I don't have time for it. I cannot let that in. But aside from that, like, I've learned that people and situations are bigger than black and white. That suburban shit and what got me there and what molded us and me meeting y'all and, you know, me getting out of it. Because like I said, I was early on the show. I was getting jumped walking just from school all the time. And I'm talking about, I could tell you stories of niggas sending me to the hospital. No reason. I remember one time I had a starter jacket and a fake ass Bulls championship ring. They robbed me for that shit. Just cause. Just cause. And I mean, like I said, I was a little nigga back then. I'm 6'4", 250 now, but back then, I'm raised around women. I'm by myself. There's no males around me. There's nobody, you know, teaching me to fight, teaching me to ball. I ain't pick up a ball till shit 12. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you see certain shit in like you said, certain shit save your life. And we was all still going back to our old neighborhoods and our old family in the west side and the south side and shit like that. But it's like, overall, my point is like the way we are now, all us 20 plus niggas and shit like that, it's hard to believe, given what we've seen, what we've been through, what we lived through, we are the fathers and the men we are today. OGs is the OGs, triple OGs, and all the rest of that shit. But when you talk, people think like, man, it's just one way. It's not. This shit bigger than it. Like, you know what I mean? We all, shit, I got your back. We here. We text every day. I talk every day. I'm not giving you this shit to hate on you. I'm not giving you shit to shit on you. I'm giving you shit that I learned, what I've been through, and who I am today. You can accept it, you can let it go, whatever it is. I'm not here for it. You ain't got to be here for it. My kids is good, my family's good. I'm moving up. I'm positive. I'm gonna keep it that way. That's it. That's life. You don't know what you don't know. Then when you know, you sing, you do better, you do better. That's it. Here we are today. Podcast and all, like, this is what this platform was meant for. I've been seeing a lot of signals lately with all these game sevens in the NBA and the people that's reaching out and, you know, what it means. And like I said before, this podcast was not meant to be political, none of that. But it's like we have to, like, as black men, I feel like it is my duty to get on here and talk about some shit other than laughing at niggas cracked out on the street beating their head in. I see them clips and shit floating around. That shit not funny to me.
Not at all. That shit's wild.
This shit not funny to me. I see it all the time. I see people, you know, with the world stars and the filming of the fights and the rest of this. As a young kid, that shit might have, you know what I mean? Like, you, oh shit, you know, that's where we from. I remember being in the army and be like, I'm from Chicago, and people knew, like, shit, nigga from Chicago. It meant something. And then as you get older, you're like, man, this shit's embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. Go through that now.
Yeah, like, this shit is embarrassing. Like, I I'm far removed from that. I don't want no parts of that. But yeah, man, as far as like all y'all, man, I salute every one of y'all. A-Dub, we had the conversation, and I've always welcomed everybody on here, man. But yeah, the men we are today, man, the shit that we doing, I can't help but salute it, man. I'm happy as fuck that we are what we are today. It's just that simple. I don't know no haters around me. I don't know no niggas. I don't know nobody that I associate with or talk to that's talking down on another grown ass man or stopping them from doing and hindering their business. Everybody I know got a plug on the job, doing a job, starting a business, help you get a job, do a job, or whatever. And if you're not in my phone or you're not in my mentions and the rest of that, it's probably because you a little fake. I don't like that energy. I can't have it. I can't be fake with you. I can't do shit but be real with you. I don't want to talk sports. I don't want to talk nothing with you if you're that type of person.
You know what, man? That don't bother me, man. You know what? You know what's so funny, G, is you had said something to me a long time ago that always stuck with me, and this is why I don't judge nobody ever or nothing. You got to expect somebody to be who they are. So if you expect a motherfucker to be, if you know a motherfucker's just fake, then they just fake, G.
No,
and you could, like you said, you could choose to fuck with them or you could choose not to fuck with them. And it's a lot of, I know a lot of people that shit, like, I like you and you cool. I just know you fake. I'm still going to fuck with you. I'm still going to talk to you.
But I
just know you fake as hell. So if you do some goofy shit that's fake as hell with me, I expected it and it's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, G. Like shit.
That's my rule of thumb. That's my rule of thumb is if I know you're a liar and you lied to me once, I can accept that. That's cool. The next time you tell me there's $1 million at the end of that rainbow, I have to make a conscious decision to walk the end of that rainbow for that $1 million. If I'm disappointed, it's not your fault. I knew you was a liar.
Period.
But in the same token, that same MO as accepting you is different than being receptive to you. I can accept you. I ain't gonna remove you off my buddy list and do all that other shit. I don't block nobody. The people that think I don't fuck with them, they still there. I'm not blocking you. I'm not deleting you or getting rid of you. I'm not doing none of that. If we have a disagreement, we got a disagreement. You got to live and move with me. But what I'm not going to do is allow you a chance to continue to put me in that situation. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to allow you to continue to lie to me or bullshit me. We can have an adult conversation because, like I said, I believe people grow. But if you're not going to initiate it, I'm not going to initiate it. If you're not going to initiate and grow and show me that growth, and we really sit down and I played this role in this, and you played this role in this, and let's just move on. And it's not what a lot of people are willing to do. Then I got nothing else to say to you. Other than that, like I said before, and I'm consistent in it, I'd rather shut the fuck up than to go 0 to 100 with you. I would rather laugh at the movie than to continue to give you the energy. And that's what I'm saying. Like I'm a firm believer that the reason we are like me and you have we've disagreed our whole life on Kobe or LeBron or closing this, and we argue all the time. That don't mean nothing to me. That ain't the weight in what I look at as my brother. That's my brother. Those things and those opinions are your opinion. What you do is what you do. Can I count on you in life? Cool. All the rest of that shit is just, nigga, that shit is NBA 2K and everything else. I want to beat you. You want to beat me. When we done, let's go get something to eat. That's it. Real life shit, though, I can't let you put me in a situation, and I'm not fucking with you if I think you would put me in a situation that's going to fuck me over. That's where I'm going with that. Like, I can't do it.
Right, I hear you.
I can't do it. I can accept it. We know plenty of. I know everybody. Well, no, Santana probably don't know, but it's motherfuckers that I have zero. I still don't know why they got problems with me. I don't. I'm cool with you, but I can tell you not cool with me. I know you're not cool with me, bro.
I think that at this age, who cares, nigga? You niggas is adults.
Right.
Fuckers, you not cool with somebody for.
What Hov said, what you eat don't make me shit. If you ain't stopped my bread, you ain't hurt my family, I don't care. You can't even touch me. You can't get to me. You know, on that level.
And speaking of that, man, touching me and getting to me, man. I'm tired of niggas killing each other over nothing, G.
Chicago.
That shit is the stupidest shit in the world. And you know what's so crazy is, Joe, and we just talking about how like we was as a shorty. Like if you think about a lot of that shit that niggas did as a shorty and just fight, think about all the fights and shit you got into as a shorty, whatever you did as a shorty. What the fuck was it really over, Joe? Was it over a little goof ass female that was like, oh, you kind of liked her a little bit, but you kind of just did it cuz. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that just was just crazy. Like, and I think that I don't even know what that come from. Like, why do we do that to each other? Why do we just
we don't know no different. We don't know no different now. And then you got access to the wealth. So you got smart dumb people. That's the way
listen, all the fights motherfuckers got into was who with each other, wasn't it? We wasn't really slamming them white boys like that, was we? Motherfuckers wasn't. Y'all wasn't. I mean, you might slap a motherfucker, but the real putting hands on motherfuckers.
I can name you about 5 to a dozen situations where it was always white people on the other end of my shit. As far as niggas,
I know, but a lot of times motherfuckers was fighting each other, G.
But who? No. In my case, I ain't fighting none of them niggas. What's his name was the one nigga that I fought. Other than that, I can't tell you another nigga I fought in any of those situations. And we know why that one fight that I had happened. Well, we don't know why, but we know who initiated. You know what I mean?
Right. But still,
you can't name me another dude I fought with up until that point. You can't. And you know, off hands, windy situations, snow situations, bike situations, trunk situations. My shit and my MO back then was wild. I regret it, but yeah, my MO back then was exactly what it is.
But I'm talking about the majority though, G.
No, I got you. I'm just saying from my perspective.
You saying from your perspective. I'm saying about the majority. From my perspective, nigga, I ain't really fight as no shorty. So that I'm saying as far as like everybody we was with, G, was fighting each other, G.
Yeah, but that's the proximity.
Am I right? Am I wrong?
No, you're right. And
go ahead.
And let me say this. So real quick, the way I look at it, right? Set us aside, right? Again, our age group, where we come from, the area we was in, we had older dudes, and then we just had that common sense to be like, all right, we're gonna fight today, but either we're gonna fight every day or that's it. Nowadays, you know, in the city or wherever you want to put it at, you don't got no old dudes that's really directing like that. The guys they look up to, that's the OGs, it's the same dudes that got their ass beat all the time, they got picked on all the time, and that was the fact that they the oldest dude on the block, that everybody following behind them. Outside of that, they don't got no guidance. And then you got easy access to whatever you need to kill a motherfucker now. Before we used to have to fight. Yeah. You got to put hands on me. You might have a knife. Ain't nobody got no guns. Now, look, Ray got guns. Big Mike got guns. Mama got guns. Aunties got guns. It's too easy to kill somebody. That's all they know. Ain't nobody finna fight. And you damn sure ain't finna get your ass kicked on camera now. You know what I'm saying? You get your ass kicked on camera, that's the end of the world because that footage live on forever. Certain people can't take that. Jason, you beat my ass today, they gonna clown me for a week until I knock somebody else out or until we just forget about it and it's on to the new thing. Nowadays, people just can't let that shit go. They can't let that shit go, and they too stupid.
Niggas, that's the thing. That's the thing. Niggas scared to get beat up. Niggas weren't never scared to get beat up. Nigga, you lose, you lose. If I lose on camera, I lose on fucking camera. Oh well, I lost. Now you can't just beat me up 5 times, 6 times in a row, though. I ain't even lie to you. I got a limit of just getting whooped. Yeah. But at the same time, though,
the drug nowadays, man, the littlest things, you know, it's unfortunate, but the littlest things will have a person trying to commit suicide. They can't take being looked at negative, being perceived negative, or flat out losing. That right there just makes people, predominantly younger generation kids, go crazy now.
Yep, that's facts.
Yeah, what Lee said, man, it went in the time we left for the military to the time I came back from my first tour. It went from gangs and structure to blocks. No structure, no leaders. Yeah. It went from what set you claim and the rules and the OGs and the rest of that to we on this block, you on that block, we don't fuck with you. Then when you watch the little kids, it kind of like the Wire situation, man. These kids nowadays, even with the notoriety and the internet and everything else, they understand that if I kill you, I'm famous. It's just that simple. Before it was about getting money. Before it was about coming through on that money making Mitch shit, stunting, being the top dog. Now it's just, I'll take this 10 seconds or whatever, bro. I'm gonna be a legend on this block. I'm gonna be a legend on these streets. I'm gonna do whatever. I don't care. Like the not giving a fuck about going to jail shit is the wildest. They don't.
We only want to shoot each other though.
But that's again. I hear you, but you got to understand that's that king of the hill mentality and the proximity. I understand all of that only because they on that block rapping, they going to the same store, they fuck the same girls. They ain't listen. They go back to the same thing you talking about goes back to the same reason we said we know niggas ain't getting the drugs and the guns in the neighborhood. They're not leaving the block. It has to get there somewhere. None of these young niggas is going out here flying to Colombia, Mexico, taking a trip. They ain't never left their block. But somehow they get the guns. Somehow they get the drugs. And somehow they're taught and brainwashed to believe that they can somehow be the man on that block. And that's all they aspire to do. As long as I'm stunting on this block, I'm cool. We didn't have that same aspirations. We didn't have those same things. Like, I remember the reason why I joined the army. I said, I got to get the fuck up out of here. I knew that.
Our competition wasn't like that growing up too. You got people in small ass confinements. They mom all paying the same $10 a month, $20 a month on rent, but you want to stun on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We in the same area. So your belt, your shoes, just for us to get on the bus, just for us to come back to the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Hov said it best, like you fighting over the neighborhood that your mama rent. How was you doing that? You know what I'm saying? And you right about
my thing. I remember growing up, my thing was, and I think that's why I got into music. My thing was, hey, that new Rough Riders and No Limit CD came out. I'm going to get it. I'm cool with that. I ain't have the new Jordans. I got the music. I know the lyrics. I got my headphones on the bus. I got the, you know what I mean? Like, I was cool. Let's go ball. I remember walking around a couple summers with no shirt on. I ain't need no clothes. I wasn't finna compete with Jason Polo wearing ass.
Right.
I wasn't finna do it.
Right.
We
already knew the type of kids or the guys who was going well with.
I remember my sister worked at Marcus Cinema or some shit. I wore her goddamn work shirt to school one day. They killed my black ass, bro. I came to school and hurt like niggas was, bro. I remember this shit. So you know what I'm saying? Like, but these are the victories and shit that I'm talking about. Like, when we was on that bus, I knew as long as I could go with the best of y'all. Like, remember when it came down to it, like, you might talk about my shirt, but I'm gonna hit your ass with the O'Reilly looking ass. Like, if you could Jones, you was good. You make it through the day, you was straight. That was our energy. We on the bus. Oh, you not just gonna get off on my shirt like that. I got some jokes waiting for you. We gonna go at it, and when we get off this bus, we gonna go hoop. I'm gonna go home, whatever. We could replay it again tomorrow. But and as A-Dub so gently showed us, if you want to take it there,
say gently.
I'm just saying. Listen, truck. I remember all them fights and shit, man. It was wars going on out there. If you want to take it to that, these clothes don't matter. We gonna fight. I remember the locks, the girls fighting and shit. Like, I remember all of that shit, man. But those were the times. And when you get done with all of that, you still got to get on this bus in the morning. So you better fix it real quick, or you better walk your ass to the other side and get on that bus. One or the other. But we used to get it in, but that was the times we lived in. But at the end of the day, like, we lived too close to ever really. This is what it was. We was dysfunctional, but this what it was. And here it is, some 20 years later. We here. We here.
And everybody was in a different lane too. You know, you got everybody who want to be either an IG model or a dope boy. It ain't really nothing else.
Now that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Back in our era, you had guys who wanted to rap. You already knew who the rap group was. You already knew who the dope boys was. You already knew who the sports dudes was. You already knew who the cheerleaders. Everybody had something. Everybody had something. So, you know, like you say, if you was able to clown, like my brother Lee, he in the group. People thought he lived in Woodridge this whole time. No, he used to come out there and visit.
That nigga's brother man from the 5th floor for real.
For real. You know what I'm saying? But everybody was like, didn't he go to South with us? And it's like, no, he didn't. But he hooped. He hooped. You know, him and BD, they went at it on the courts. But then you can't say nothing about him either. You either gonna have to throw them hands, and then he gonna clown you. Like everybody just fit in the group. We already knew when you came out there, you finna come hoop.
Well, basketball was the
that brought everybody together. Yeah,
basketball was like, yeah, you a goofy, yeah, you broke, yeah, you get on this court. I remember Arthur asked, and you know Arthur.
You already know.
All there. I know he be watching this shit and he on the group. I mean, he on the page and shit. Arthur ass wasn't all there. He was on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like we had everybody from everywhere. You got next, we on. Like that's what we handled this shit, bro. I think that was what the dopest shit about that area was like hooping and football was that common ground. I don't care what walk of life you came from or what you was doing. Get your ass on this court and you better do something. You better do something. That's it. That was that shit, Jay. You was a little bit nice, but you know what I'm saying? Chubby nigga with the glasses and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fly fresh.
Out, G. Don't do me like that, G. Don't do me like that, G. I used to be
like that.
Hey, tell him I used to hoop. Hey, don't do me.
Who? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was nice.
Like really hoop. Don't do me.
I know.
We had game life too. You know, we was on the video games too. Everybody fit into a category, man.
We was at everything. We was at somebody's house. You know what I'm saying? We was on it. We was on the bikes. We was on everything like that, bro.
But see, that was the advantage, though. That was the advantage of being in the suburbs, though. That's what I was trying to tell motherfuckers saved our life. Like that was the advantage. And then here's another thing, though. Like think about it, though. Let's be real. If we was in the hood, and sometimes we felt like we was in real beefs with each other. It wasn't really real beefs, but we really did. Even when we was on the NWA, them back in them days, nigga, we really thought we was on some real beef. We really wasn't on no fucking real beef, but we thought we was. But if we was in the hood or some shit, and we had some real access to some guns like that,
no. Listen, I was
real quick.
Big chill.
Hey, Dwight keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100, right? So we lived on James. Us three, we off James. Most of the people who we got into it with was off of Woodward. You know what I'm saying? They stayed over there.
Yeah.
One of my closest friends is No Tan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a name drop him, but me and him used to butt heads growing up. That's just how it was. We was in like real life beef. You fought my guy in school. Now we got to handle this stuff, like stupid stuff.
Or even when like niggas from Bolingbrook would come to the courts, G. If we had like guns, G, it would have really went down.
Me and Jason could have got into it earlier that day, but ain't nobody from no other town finna come through here and say nothing to Jason in front of me. We may have an issue, but we James.
But that's what
I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. We had the mentality. Because I didn't have much. But when I got that Explorer truck, I got them keys. Whoever in this car, we riding. That's just the mentality we had around there. Like it's first come, first serve. I remember dragging Smooth ass with the car. You know what I'm saying? We was stunned. I remember getting pulled over, no license. I remember the jumping out. I remember doing donuts in the snow. I remember doing donuts on the court. I remember doing the wars and shit. But it was like it wasn't for us. It wasn't too clicky. Like you knew who was with what. But like you said, you can end up over here playing games at this nigga crib. You could be over here at this park chilling all night. You can be over here in this hallway all night. You could be in this car. We might take it over there to Wendy's. We might take it over to White Cow. But it was like the bowling alley and shit. It was dope. But basketball and sports and everything else, like I've never said we had real beef with nobody. You spent the day with whoever you walked home from school with that day. That was it.
Thanks.
Such and such walked all the way over here to this bus stop for whatever reason. And got on the
suburbs, man. You gotta love it, man.
What we doing. Niggas, Jason used to come over the crib for a minute, man, and just eat Oreos and popcorn before school.
Suburbs, man. Suburbs. We ain't had no.
And then on the weekends, we was in Addison in a movie theater playing laser tag, watching movies, eating nachos, chilling, messing with dumb chicks. You know what I'm saying? So it was like you found your shit, you found your niche, you do what you do. But like I never felt like I had no real beef with nobody. I always felt like I had to figure out my way because I didn't have curfews and I didn't have no rules. I ain't had nobody enforcing no shit on me. I still didn't have no money. I still didn't have no clothes. My thing was, where the fuck am I going? That was me. I got all night. Ain't nobody telling me where am I going. I ain't going home.
Right.
That was always my thing. So when it came time to graduate and get the fuck up out of there and shit, it was like I gotta do something because I knew if I stood around, I know Woodridge ain't the worst shot, but I knew I wasn't gonna do shit if I stood around. I knew it.
We was doing dumb shit because we was bored.
I was just about to say that. It'd be solely boredom. We had freedom. Trust me, we had outlets, we had freedom, but it's no different than how we was just talking about people that's famous, right? You get all these famous motherfuckers fucking whoever.
Damn, that's a point.
When when you run out of stuff to do, you start to explore with dumb shit. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? So to take that back to what be going on in the city, you got a bunch of motherfuckers in a small area, all trying to be one of two things, and they don't know no different. The OGs ain't teaching them no different. They was the ones who got outcasted or was off in jail. So now we look up to them, wondering why they walking around pants all sagging. It's like, fam, you don't even know that that's a sign of endearment in jail. But you thinking he the OG, so he come back, you following him. Little do you know who he really was, and ain't nobody setting that straight. No, all they know how to do is kill each other.
I'm intervene to say, looking back, I was not doing anything out of boredom. I was genuinely lost. My mother didn't care when I came in and when I left. I ain't had no father around telling me, forcing no rules. I could be at Jay crib all day eating a meal with him. I could be with you and Armand one other day because he was messing with my sister. I could be in that car, no license. I could be anywhere in the world and wouldn't nobody give a fuck about me. I was genuinely, when I say, and Jay know, the latter years of my high school, I literally would smack the fuck out of you for disrespect. I knew I didn't have clothes. I knew I didn't have nobody giving me no money. I knew I wasn't doing the greatest in school. Nobody ever talked to me about football, scholarship. I learned basketball genuinely around y'all, which most of y'all can contest. I was ass.
Trash.
Trash. I'm being honest. I was
hey, then he started hooping with Kels and them, and then it kind of changed a little bit. But yeah.
Kels. Listen, the funny thing is I hooped with Kels after I went to the Army. You know what happened when I went to the Army? In Georgia, I would get up in the morning and I shot that ball and I played ball that was my safe. I didn't like none of them niggas in the Army. I wasn't used to them niggas. I didn't like them. I played ball in Georgia every day. And then that turned into me having a jumper, growth spurt, and I ended up playing pro ball after that. I was ass. I was ass. I'm the first. I always said,
at least you honest. At least you honest.
Listen, I know it. I was ass. I'm still not saying I'm the best ball. I can ball, but I'm still not saying I'm the best ball ever. But what I'm saying is, everything that you're talking about, I didn't rap back then. I ain't done shit. Jason, remember we used to be at this nigga crib. My rap name was Sunny D. And my whole rap consisted of me drawing a Sunny D bottle. I didn't have a rap.
Man.
I just was Sunny D. That was it. Jason was Kool-Aid. Don't laugh at me, nigga.
Out, G. Hey, damn,
hey, too much.
Hey,
okay.
I'm just saying. When it came down, I'm gonna give preface. I remember the day the recruiter came to my house. The recruiter came to my house on a Saturday morning. I had just stole a bike and told my mother I wanted it in a raffle. The police came knocking.
You know what's so crazy is the not 2 motherfucking days before that, we had just got pulled over. Me, and I ain't gonna name no other names, but we had got caught with a motherfucking gun in the car, and they had us out in the cold, and I was salty as hell. And this nigga D called me up, and I'm like,
G,
I don't know what I'm doing in life.
I am honest when I say everything. If you look back, everything that I did, I didn't have to close. Everything that I did legitimately was, I ain't know no better. I didn't have nobody giving me a rule whatsoever. I was driving without a license. Most of y'all probably remember it vaguely, but the police pulled me over on James. No license. They pulled me over. I told them, I'm leaving the court. I don't got no ID on me because I have my basketball shorts on. and I somehow got away with that. After that,
hey, ain't it good how time goes? Because fast forward to 2020, you might have been past tense.
gee,
You know what I'm saying?
I remember. Listen, Jay probably remember this because I could probably. I think George was in the car with us. We was going to McDonald's from the court, and the police pulled me over. They said I pulled out too fast. Now, mind you, I had been doing donuts and everything. Everybody on the court saw me get pulled over, and they was while the police was running my place, they was running up and walking down the street to make sure I was straight and shit. They had even made some calls. I don't remember who, but they made some calls to make sure I was straight. You did. You followed me to McDonald's after that. We go to McDonald's and I was Tommy Buns. I said, these fucking cops can't see me. I'm out here driving without a license. I felt like the nigga because I got pulled over in front of everybody and slid. No license. I wasn't even registered to drive, but my mother didn't care. I just had the car. And it's like you look back at the shit that you did. I was wilding and I learned, like I said, I learned y'all not gonna jump me. Y'all not gonna beat me up. Y'all not gonna tease me. I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna fight you. And I learned that. And I remember the Saturday morning, I think I had just Sal DeLuca had just got me suspended. I beat this dude ass because he said, hey, did your parents pick that cotton on that shirt you wearing? And I beat his ass. I punched this nigga head against the locker, G.
I remember that.
Bam, 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 bam. Mr. Ulysses came up. Some of y'all remember this. The guidance counselor. I done muffed this nigga. I was wilding. I didn't care. And I got to a point. I was sitting there. I bullshit y'all not. I was sitting there one Saturday morning. I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. I'm not going to college. They was talking about I wasn't even gonna walk across stage because I was wearing a blue and black fucking FUBU jacket. A blue and black FUBU jacket. They said I was gang affiliated. I can't walk across the stage, so on and so forth. Recruiter knocks at my door looking for my sister. I signed up that day. I woke my mother up. I was 16. She signed me up. I started doing the little pre admittance shit at the recruiter station to get rank. And then one day I told Jason, I said, I'm going to the Army, man. Jason and Kenny. I said, I'm going to the Army. I had already figured it out about a month ahead of time. When I graduate, I'm leaving like the day after. I didn't wait. I knew I was going. I knew I couldn't stay around there. I ain't have nothing. I had no reason to be around there. It's just wild how shit work out. I just knew I wasn't going to stay around there and keep doing what I was doing because what I was doing, whether good, whether bad, was not for me. It wasn't me. And those are the results of not having somebody around you to tell you you can't do that. I remember the cops knocking at my door. I remember the bike op. Shit, Jason, you remember? I stole a bike. The nigga had took the loosened the lug nuts on it and locked it to the shit. I did a wheelie on that motherfucker. The wheel came off. I bust my whole shit on his bike. That was karma. I popped the wheelie. The wheel kept going. I went straight to the concrete when I came down. Boop. Oh. I said, I got to go. I got to get the fuck up out of here. And then I learned in the Army real quick, it ain't no better.
But that's the foundation that you needed to put you where you are right now.
They still paying me, bitch ass niggas.
Huh? Right. So, people learn a little bit more about you. You know what I'm saying? And like I tell you all the time, fam, like you a Swiss Army knife. Like you just got too many tools in your toolbox, fam. So when I see you doing this and doing that or whatever the case may be, like we say, we throw shit at the wall and see what stick. So to know where you came from and then to actually hear you talk about that, I see why you as humble as you is. I see why we still connect after all these years, why you and JP, y'all gonna be tight forever. And then you got such a reach and an outlet, fam. So as bad as it may have been then, who knows where you would have been if it would have went the way you wanted it to be.
I know exactly what would have happened because if I'd have kept on that path, I knew what it was. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's cool to be where you at, and I always speak from a place of I've been there. But yeah, like a lot of people couldn't tell. I mean, I'm sure they probably noticed whatever. But yeah, I ain't had shit to lose. I knew that. I knew that at an early age. I ain't got shit to lose. You're gonna have to kill me. And I always move with that, even when I had money, even when I was out, even when I was in the Army and shit like that. Like I learned at an early age, even if I'm the nicest dude out here, that don't mean shit to nobody. You gonna get me or I'm gonna get you. And I've adjusted accordingly. And now I'm just at a point where I've learned, like I've hit niggas that I knew I could beat their ass or whatever, and I regret it. I'm like, I probably just should have just let him talk his shit because I knew what it was. I ain't gained nothing by proving to you what I already knew. And
but you wouldn't do that. Ain't nothing, but that's not today though. That's obviously not today.
Today is like I don't even put myself in them situations, and I know the people around me are like, oh, he boring or he this or he that, but it's like, bro, I've been there. I've been
in there.
Yeah, I've been there, and I just don't have that desire to put myself in a position where I'm not coming home. The police gonna pull me over. I beat that. I'm not gonna put myself in a position where you gonna pull me over. I'm not gonna put myself in a position where somebody in the club say the wrong thing to you or touch your ass, and I gotta beat their ass, or like it's just certain shit that just is not in me. I don't have it. That's why I bought this big ass house. It's like, what do I want to do today? I want to drink. I'm gonna do it here. I want to listen to music. I'm gonna do it here. I want to make music. I'm gonna do it here. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily like people like that. People ain't taught me or gave me good enough energy for me to want to invest time in my, you know what I mean, my energy into smiling in your face. I don't have that in me. And I know I sound jaded and I look lame as fuck most time, but shit, even this is my guy's clothing line. You know what I'm saying? I wear Jason shit all the time. I come on here and I try to do, I'm not shopping for no clothes. I'm not out here to impress you. I'm not wearing no jewelry. I'm not stunting with the cars. I'm not doing none of that shit. My life, I'm good. I'm surrounded by the shit that I want in the environment that I built. This is my fortress. This is my comfort zone. All my other energy is going to go straight to my kids, building that and being a father and the shit that I missed. If I got to work, bust my ass, I'm going to do that. The fun shit will come, but I don't have no desire for the regular shit that I think most of these niggas have. I don't have it. I didn't even want it in. I'm glad to be alive. I'm glad to not have to do the shit that we did coming up and see the shit, and I'm cool. I wash my hands, all that. That make me lame and the rest of that, then cool, so be it. Find you a nigga that's, you know what I mean? Find you motherfuckers around you that want that same shit that you want. I'm going to be here. I've said many times, like, I find it wild that I even just running around this neighborhood and this environment that I'm in, I have to put on a certain smile or prepare myself for the bullshit that may come with just running in the neighborhood. That shit get tiring. I'm 36 years old. That shit get tiring. Like, bruh.
What was you finna say though, Dad? I hear you.
No, I was just about to say that's prime. Like if my son was on right now, he can quote me word for word. I always say it every damn day. Speak by experience, lead by example. So everything that you just talked about, it sets the tone for who you are already. You say you say I ain't used to have no clothes to wear. Now you can tell them, man, I wear my guys stuff. I purport the FPH. You know what I'm saying? I'm supporting this. I'm doing that.
Yeah, before I wouldn't buy a polo then. What I'm gonna buy polo now? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Gee, you fly, you gonna keep me fly. Let's go ahead and do that. I'd rather I ain't had clothes, they didn't make me then. Fuck, right. I'm here. What the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm a support some shit that didn't make me. I mean, I get it. Don't get it twisted. Like I've had my times where, you know what, I could buy that. Fuck it. A lot of the times it's the woman that's behind me that's saying you would look good in that. All right, if you want me to have it, I get it. But I'll be the first to tell you, like, I'm honest with who I am. That ain't me. I don't need it. I ain't gonna invest in that to that. But you know what I mean? Just give me the simple shit, bro. Judge me not. I don't give a fuck. But you ain't paying me. You ain't gonna pay my bills. I do what I do because
I think that come from like a lot, like all of us. We don't even nobody cares none of us care what people think about us at the certain extent. Like all my clothes and shit, my wife would tell you, nigga, I'll get dressed fresh as hell and sit in the motherfucking house.
Go nowhere.
Because that's just the way I move. That's just the way I like to do. She'd be like, Joe, she'd be like, babe, we finna go to the grocery store. You putting on all that. Because that's just the way I like to do. That's just me. I've been that way. Everybody know me been that way. It's not because I'm trying to impress nobody.
Yeah, that's your thing.
It's because shit. That's just my thing.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's my thing. Like, I remember recording in the studio with nothing. Like, literally, I remember, what was it, 2008? I was around the Jeezys and the rest of them niggas in $1 million studios, and I would come home, eat noodles, and I would record my mixtape, no bullshit, and on a PC with the little metal headphones. I didn't have a mic. The metal headphones and the free program rapping like this. I was rapping in the motherfucking headphones like this, G. And nobody would have known. Fast forward, all I wanted to do was make music, bro. I got everything I fucking need. I could do this shit probably with just this mic, but I want the best. That's what I enjoy getting up every day and seeing. Like, that's why people probably see me post this room and the equipment, the rest of it, and I got a whole house you ain't seen, bathrooms and luxuries and backyards and shit that you ain't never gonna see. This, to me, this little fucking room right here, nigga, I didn't have these toys and shit. I couldn't tell you what it took to get to this point. And I'm cool. Like, it just is what it is. Everybody loves different shit. But I've often said to Santana, us podcasting and us playing games and streaming and the podcast and the rest of, all the rest of this shit is lame to people that don't understand what's going on. And I'm cool with it.
Right.
You follow me on Instagram and you just, he ain't posting no selfies and he ain't out doing that.
All right.
I want to unfollow me because that shit is not important to me.
Posting the bullshit, posting this literally my life, yo.
Yeah, this is who I am. I'm not trying to pretend to you. I don't want you to like. I know you're not gonna like it. I'm tagging the company in it. The company likes it. They shared it. I'm cool with that.
Right.
I don't need you to approve of nothing I'm doing. You don't like this shirt? This is my man shit. He gonna get some customers. Whether that's my guy Terrence in fucking California, or it's my cousin in Chicago, or some shit. If it reaches one person, cool. I'm not gonna promote Tommy Hilfiger on my page.
No, I'm good.
Right. You don't want views. You don't want views for the visuals. You want views for the content. We open this up for discussion so we can have some back and forth. If you want to see how I'm living, all right, I guess. But we ain't doing. You ain't trying to do that.
I'm gonna tell you what me and Kenny was talking about the other day, right? So I posted a picture of basically my ceiling, and he said they won't understand it. And I said, I know, I know they won't. That's a light flex.
I do. I'm still mad. My house ain't got vaulted ceilings. Fuck you, mean? Fuck you in, Kenny. How about that?
Nah. You're a homeowner. Got your dog. Got your backyard. Got your clothing line. Got your office and the rest of that shit. That's a different type of flex than the nigga that's just out here in the club with the bottle and shit. Nigga, I don't care about your bottle. I don't care about your bottle. I don't care about that chick that's, you know what I mean? That's which
been there, done that.
That should be saying a lot though, and that's all they can post.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not worried about.
I'm not mad at them niggas, nigga. Because nigga, that was us at one point, Jiggy. That's just where they at in their point in life. Well, maybe that's not you in your life, but
sometimes that ain't them at all. Sometimes it's just that moment. When they done, they give the bottle back to who they got it from, and then they take their ass back to where they went to. Sometimes
when we was buying bottles, I don't think social media was out there like that.
Oh, but we was doing it for real though. Bro, we was doing it for real though.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference.
When I was in the Maybachs and them Bentleys with Jeezys and the R. Kellys and the rest of them shits, and them niggas, I wish social media was what it was. I remember having to be on MySpace and just updating the status and hoping you understood what I was doing. Hey, I'm out here. You didn't have no clue what I was really doing, and I wasn't finna take no pictures of it. But yeah, like the days and the social media shit and tour buses and shit, I wish it was around when I was around. But
shout out to Keith, Mr. Bottles for real.
Oh yeah.
Keith. Hey, also, if we're gonna shout out niggas buying bottles, shout out my nigga Hollywood. That nigga Johnny, that nigga be buying bottles.
Yes.
Shout out that nigga too. Shit, we gonna shout niggas out. But shit,
hold on.
But yeah, man.
Shit, man. But I think we missing Patty in them, ain't we?
Who?
Yeah, we missing Patty in them. Hey, man, Patty in them, man.
We talking about Patty.
Patty and Gladys Knight. We missing it, man. I'm about to end this shit.
It's on right now.
It's been on.
Oh, the verses.
Yeah, I'm missing it, bro. I ain't even mean to take it.
I'm already gonna check out the playback.
We got to reminiscing. That's what happened.
I know Lee. I know Lee in here, and I know the playback and everything like that. I see there's only 2 viewers in here and whatever. Anyway, so we gonna end this. Listen, y'all. Write down these topics. A-Dub, Santana, Jay. Write down these topics during the week. Sunday come with some shit.
I got you.
Do this.
Hey, shout out Santana on the new blessing, man. Congratulations, bro.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate that.
What's your new blessing? I don't know.
If he don't invite me over, I know something.
I'm coming to the crib.
Oh, you got a new house? You got a new house?
Nah, I ain't
He got the vaulted ceiling too.
Oh,
Nah, that's on the way.
My
That's on
mama
the way.
my mama trying to get me to come down there for Thanksgiving. I ain't trying to. I'm staying at everybody's house now. I'm not finna just stay at her house now. Now I know niggas got spare bedrooms, man.
I got hella spare bedrooms. You go ahead. Come on.
I know niggas got spare bedrooms, man.
Come on, you come on. You know what I mean? Just y'all
Can I
come
smoke my weed in there though?
Huh? I can find
Can I
it.
smoke my weed?
Yeah, listen, my dispatcher and the rest of them, that's all they do down
No, I can find the weed. I said, can I smoke my weed in there?
Oh man,
y'all niggas.
Nigga, I found weed like a rack, nigga.
I'll let y'all.
Get your content ready, man. Your funny ass need to be on here too.
Hey, Lee, wow, yo. I met him one time. That motherfucker had me dying, yo. Met him once.
He having me dying.
Rolling the whole
He
time.
always funny, nigga. Y'all write them topics down. Share this.
Yeah,
Share this. A-Dub, thank you for coming through.
Man, I appreciate it.
Send Cuzzo other goddamn footage. You can fuck the other one up. Hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna send her the other one. Indeed.
Ah.